Miley, why did you block me? I'm freaking out because I'm blocked. Don't you want to talk to your lovely sister?
A lovely sister? Wait, Emily?
Yes. Why do you seem so surprised? I'm your only sister.
I blocked you already. What do you want?
I got 2 phones, so I have another number. Perks of having a rich boyfriend, right?
Oh, I see.
Not too excited, huh? You know what's funny? Tyler, gonna be working late again today. I'll wrap up dinner for you, so just microwave it and eat.
Huh? I just sent that to my husband not too long ago. How did
I know? It's because Tyler is sleeping next to me right now.
What? Are you sure it's the same Tyler?
Why would I even text you if it's a different Tyler? I got your number from his phone. I'm blocked, so I had to figure out myself.
Oh.
That's all you have to say? Do you need time to process things? You've always been like this since we were kids. Clueless. That's why you lost your husband to me. My rich boyfriend is your husband, Tyler, the executive president of a trading company who makes $300,000 a year and has 3 birthmarks on his back. He's so thoughtful he got me a new phone. How's that? Do you understand now?
Yeah.
I'm about to start a war with you, Miley.
A war?
Let me tell you this. I'm in love with Tyler.
What? Are you saying you're having an affair with my husband?
Huh? Cheating? Oh, please. We're better than that. Listen, what me and Tyler have is real. You're about to get dumped, okay? You can't compete with me. That's why I need you to divorce him now.
Why don't we calm down and talk? I don't know what to say. This is a lot to process.
Oh my god. I knew you haven't changed at all since we're kids. I thought you'd toughen up a bit since you blocked me, but looks like I was wrong. You're really just like what Tyler said.
Excuse me?
When you're confronted by someone, you turn into a timid girl who can't even make a proper argument.
He said that?
Yeah, wouldn't it make it easier for you to divorce him?
Wait.
What?
You know it's not that easy.
Oh my, getting a bit worked up, huh? Go easy on this timid old lady, okay? But seriously, don't push yourself too hard. Your face will get wrinkly even more than it already is.
Ah, I remember now. You've always been like this since we were kids. Calling me old lady and making fun of me. Even after our parents remarried and became stepsisters, you've never once respected me as your elder sister.
I'm 20 years old now, and you're 37. You were 17 when we became sisters. How can I consider such an old hag as my sister?
But I'm the same age as Tyler. Why are you dating him then?
Well, that's true. He might be old, but he's different.
Different?
He said he's the next candidate for the next board of directors. He's going to be more successful. He's good looking and always looking presentable. You can't even tell his age. He makes $400,000 a year and would buy anything I want. A man like that loves me. Age doesn't matter when it comes to him. So, divorce him.
Okay. Either way, I can't give you any answer right now.
It doesn't matter if you drag this conversation, it's pointless.
I know you might not understand this because you're young, but after being married for 10 years, there are a lot of things to consider. We have a daughter, so it's not something we can decide on right away.
Oh, you're talking about the custody, huh?
That's enough for today.
Well, I guess that's how it is. Anyway, I'm grown. So, if we could just wrap up this divorce talk, that would be great. Please do it as soon as possible. Oh, by the way, Tyler is not coming home to you tonight. Don't worry, I'll feed him with a nice home-cooked meal. Sorry you went through all the trouble of making dinner.
You heard from Emily, right? I'm dating her now. A cute 20-year-old like her is way more attractive than a depreciated woman like you. Haha.
Oh, now it's your turn, huh? Well, I've heard enough from Emily, so there's no need for you to say anything more. I've been thinking about moving towards divorce with you, okay?
Divorce? Is that what she said?
Yes, you broke our promise, and you cheated on me. So you do understand there's no way for us to continue this marriage, right? I've always felt disregarded, but this time I can't just let this slide.
Well, what's up with you? You're surprisingly aggressive today. But hey, why go through a divorce? We could just keep living as we have been, right? You can go find a boyfriend, and we can both do our own thing, huh?
Don't be stupid.
Oh, I get it. It's hard for someone like you to find one, huh? Unlike me, who's successful. You're nothing but a stay-at-home mother.
It doesn't work like that. Anyway, just come home. We'll talk about it.
Okay. What a noisy old hag.
We're the same age. What are you talking about?
So, how was the discussion? Since you interrupted our date today and brought Tyler back home, you must have decided on the divorce, right?
Why don't you ask Tyler?
It's interesting to ask you instead.
Interesting?
You're going to act like a victim, huh? The old lady who's about to get divorced. Well, I guess you'll never have any more interesting story than this.
Interesting story? You're trying to be messy, huh?
So what? I mean, it's funny enough at this point. Think about it. Tyler stayed over at my place yesterday saying he'll be back to me after your discussion. How does that make you feel? Miserable old hag. So, now what? When are you gonna get divorced?
We're still discussing it.
Huh? I thought I was going to see Tyler tonight. What is there so much to discuss?
There's a lot going on.
Alright then, I'll give you a push in the direction of finalizing that divorce.
A push?
I'm the one he loves. That successful man is mine. If you don't divorce him, I'll take your daughter away with you too.
What? My daughter?
Yeah, Amanda, the one who's in grade school. Well, people say it's easier for a mother to get custody. First, let's look at your financial situation after the divorce. You're a housewife with no income, right? On the other hand, Tyler has a high income. Well, with me being in the picture, she's still going to have both her parents. It's quite a favorable condition to take custody of Amanda, isn't it? What do you think? The fear of potentially losing not only your husband but also your daughter. It's quite something, isn't it?
Well, in other words, you're ready to take Amanda back.
Well, I guess.
That's fine.
What? Why are you so nonchalant about it? I'm taking your husband and daughter away from you. That doesn't make you feel anything?
I'd be happy to hand them to you.
What? What do you mean you're happy? Oh, I get it. Is it your plan to confuse me and to get away from not getting divorced? Well, that's a shame, but those half-baked tactics won't cut it. Get divorced already. If you cross me, I'm going to take away your daughter too.
Tyler is with me at home right now, so we'll talk about it again. I'm sure we'll have the answers tonight.
Miley, what happened in the discussion? Have you decided on the divorce? Hello?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh God, what took you so long to answer?
Sorry about that. I was busy getting ready to leave the house.
Leaving the house?
Yes, the house is under Tyler's name. If anyone's going to leave, it's going to be me.
Does that mean...
Yes, we're getting a divorce.
Yay! When? When is the divorce finalized?
I figured the sooner we come to a decision, the better. I filed the divorce papers this afternoon.
Wow, so quick! So Tyler's officially single now?
That's right.
Finally! I'm Tyler's official wife now. My lovey-dovey newlywed life with him will start soon. Oh, and one last thing. Thank you for divorcing him. It must be frustrating to have your husband stolen away after being together for 10 years. But well, that's just how it is, right?
Actually, I'm surprisingly relieved.
Huh?
I'm happy to give both of them to you.
What? Both of them? What are you talking about? Since you didn't drag things out and agreed to divorce, you can have custody of Amanda.
No, I never had custody of Amanda to begin with.
Huh? You're her mother. Amanda is your child, right?
Well, that was my role, but...
Role? What?
Oh no. Tyler didn't tell you? Amanda is not my biological child.
Huh?
She's Tyler's child.
Wait, are you saying that Amanda is your stepdaughter or something? Like our mom and dad?
No, Amanda is Tyler's child with a woman he had an affair with.
What? An affair?
I won't bore you with the details because it would take too long, but what I'm trying to say is, this is not the first time he has cheated on me.
No way.
I tried to rebuild our relationship when I first found out he was cheating on me.
So, you're saying you were raising somebody else's child?
Yeah, for about 2 years.
Why on earth would you do that?
Amanda's biological mother abandoned her or ran away with her boyfriend. Tyler was the only choice for her custody. Well, I accepted to take her in because I couldn't bear the thought of putting her into an institution, and of course, the child isn't at fault. However, it seems that Amanda had been fed a lot of negative things about me from her mother. So, from the first time we met, she saw me as the bad woman who stole Daddy away and even threw stones at me.
What?
Over the past 2 years, things have remained tense, and it continues to this day. Then when I received news of your affair, I expressed my desire for a divorce and discussed it with Tyler. The issue that came up was regarding Amanda.
Well, that's...
Tyler understands that I won't have custody over Amanda, considering the strained relationship between me and her. However, if he were to take care of Amanda, he was worried you won't accept Amanda. So, he was reluctant about the divorce, thinking that keeping things as they were might be the best option. He prefers to keep things as they are, with you as his girlfriend and me as his pretend wife.
Oh no!
But I was absolutely determined to get a divorce. When I found out he was cheating on me, instead of forgiving and starting over, I made a promise that I would never forgive a second time. We signed the divorce papers together at the time and agreed to file them immediately if he broke his promise.
That's why you filed it right away.
Yup. Tyler broke his promise and had an affair with you. So I really wanted to go through with the divorce immediately as promised, but it was just Amanda's situation that was holding me back. I was desperately trying to figure out how to get you to accept Amanda in the future. But then, you reached out to me.
Huh?
Upon learning that you were open to accepting Amanda, Tyler was overjoyed and readily agreed to the divorce. We both signed the papers and filed the divorce right away.
What? No, wait a minute. I was just saying that so you could divorce him sooner. If Amanda's going to be with him, you don't need to get divorced.
What?
I hate kids, especially kids in grade school. They have attitudes. I thought I was going to have him all to myself. Having a kid around will reduce my share of the money. I was absolutely sure that Amanda's custody would go to you. This is beyond unexpected.
Right.
Come on, you should think about it too. Even if things weren't great with you and Amanda, your sudden absence is going to be too much for her. You're gonna be alone too, you know. Don't you think you'll need a child who will support you in the future?
It's true that I've been a stay-at-home mom, but since I've been entrusted with taking over the family business, I don't need to worry about money anymore.
What? The family business? That rundown cafe that looks like it's about to collapse? What's the point of taking over that rundown shop?
Oh, you didn't know? It was featured on a TV show a month ago, and now it's a popular spot with lines out the door.
What?
A tourist posted it on social medias, and it got popular. It's also a tourist spot, too. It's been featured in a guidebook, too. So I don't think I have to worry about the future.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I'm sure you didn't. You've been cut off by your dad, right?
I wasn't cut off. I'm just running away because Dad got mad at me.
Yeah, I heard about it. You stole money from the shop, and when he confronted you about it, you got mad and broke the window. You've been spoiled by him, 'cause you're his daughter. It made him furious about what happened, so he decided to cut you off. After hearing what happened, I decided to block you too. I hesitated before because I didn't think it was right to block you just because you weren't respecting me as your sister. But I realized I didn't want to get dragged into any more trouble.
Oh no.
Oh, by the way, Tyler submitted your marriage certificate at the city hall.
What?
You signed it, right? After we filed our divorce papers, he was kind of excited to go through your marriage.
Huh?
I'm sure you'll be hearing from him soon, too.
What? Oh wait, he just messaged me.
Yep. Congratulations. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to get divorced.
don't need that kind of sarcasm. Oh no, he said he's coming over with Amanda. What should I do? Tyler doesn't know I hate kids.
Since you were the one who first suggested taking custody of his daughter, so you should just accept it. Also, I'll be seeking compensation, so be prepared for that.
Compensation?
My lawyer is going to come talk to you two later. I'll leave it to you then. I'll block this number too then. From now on, you'd have to communicate through my lawyer. Bye then. This is how I ended up divorcing my unfaithful husband, and I returned to my parents' home. While working at our busy cafe, I'm enjoying fulfilling days with my parents. I filed for compensation from both Tyler and Emily, and they paid up promptly. Since Emily probably didn't have much savings, I assumed Tyler paid everything. She had no choice but to take the role as the mother of Amanda. But that kind of attitude is something that children can see through. Emily was hated by Amanda and was not getting accepted as her mother. It seems Amanda throws tantrums and even throws her school bag or books. Emily is another immature child goes on a rampage against Amanda with all her might. Tyler was stressed about the situation, so he ended up cheating on Emily too. It seems like the family is on the brink of collapse.
You! Where are you now? Hey, Sadie! Why aren't you answering your phone? Where are you hanging out?
Conrad, I was shopping and just noticed.
What do you mean by not being home yet?
I didn't stop anywhere. I went to the supermarket on my way home from work as usual. You seem to be home earlier than usual. What's the matter? That's unusual.
What? It doesn't matter when I come home, it's up to me.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm just doing my usual thing at my usual time, so I'm not doing anything that would make you angry.
If you have time to argue with me about every little thing, just finish your shopping and cook dinner.
Yes, yes, yes.
You haven't even drawn my bath yet.
I'm doing it after I get home from work, like I always do.
You're supposed to finish before I get home.
I can't do it any earlier. I work too.
Damn it. You say this and you say that. You're really not that loving. That's why both me and Kayla dislike you.
You're the one who made her dislike me.
Huh? Don't blame me for making you disliked. Kayla says she's hungry too, and she's irritated because of you. Do you want Kayla to hate you any more than this?
Okay, I understand. You want me to cook dinner. Okay then. I'll finish my shopping and go home.
Hey, Dad, I've been thinking about this for a little while now. You don't really need that old lady anymore.
What's wrong all of a sudden, Kayla? Where are you now?
I just got off work. I'm on the train going home.
Oh, well, you must be tired. So what do you mean we don't need her?
It's been a year since Grandma died. I'm going to start working this fall. The company that offered me a job is a little far from the house. I'm thinking of taking the plunge and living on my own.
What?
In other words, if you get rid of the old lady, you can marry that beautiful girlfriend of yours and have a lovey-dovey newlywed life.
What? Oh, you knew about her?
I happened to see you holding hands in front of the station about 3 days ago. She's younger than Mom, she's beautiful, and she's so much nicer than her. Are you thinking of remarrying her or something?
What? Well, it's not that I haven't thought about it.
That's definitely the way to go. You should just get rid of that old hag. I'm rooting for your love, Dad.
Oh yeah, right. Thanks.
Hey, old lady. What are you doing spacing out at home? You know it's my day to move into an apartment.
Good morning, Kayla. Of course I know. Should I help you with something?
Give me a break. I don't want you touching my stuff, so don't be at home today.
What?
I don't want you helping me, and I don't want you to see me off. Don't come home until I leave.
Oh my god. You really have grown up to be a hopeless child, haven't you?
Huh?
Well, that's understandable. I guess it's the result of more than 20 years of upbringing by that wife bully of a grandmother, and your father is like that too.
What's that? I don't get it. Don't badmouth my favorite grandma and Dad.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't expect you to understand. Don't worry about it. I'll do as you ask. Maybe I'll just go and do all my own errands too.
Why don't you just get out of there? You're in the way.
Hey, Sadie. You know it's Kayla's moving day today, right?
Yes, I do. Of course I know. She's been working hard all morning packing her stuff.
You're her mother, too, after all. What the hell do you mean by not helping her? I can't believe you went out today.
I asked her if she needed any help. She said she didn't and didn't want me to see her off, and she told me not to come home until she had left. So I decided not to come home until this evening. If you have a problem with that, please check with her first.
Oh, so that's how it is.
She told me suddenly this morning, so I haven't been able to prepare dinner, do laundry, clean, or anything.
Well, today is special. I'll let it go this time.
I see. Thanks for that. Well, I have some things I need to get done, so you won't be able to reach me until tonight.
I see. Do as you please.
Yes, I'll do as I please. Conrad, what on earth is the meaning of this?
What? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
I'm almost home. Why is all my stuff in the garbage bin down the street? Some of that stuff is furniture and electrical appliances. You have to pay to have that taken away.
What? Why the hell do you think? I'll tell you why I threw it out. You don't have to come back anymore.
Huh?
I mean, how can you live with me and my daughter hating you for over 20 years? You've got a lot of nerve, don't you?
Huh? Let's put aside your dislike for me. It was you and your mother who made Kayla hate me, wasn't it? Your mother was Kayla's main caregiver. You told me that I should take care of all the housework because I was your wife. From Kayla's point of view, I think she would have had to hate a mother who didn't take care of her. And if she saw me being disrespected and abused every day, it's no wonder she became like that.
Shut up. Anyway, Kayla is now a working adult and I have no use for you as a housekeeper. Get out.
Okay, I'll leave.
I have no choice. I'll let you in the house just for today, but you'll have to leave first thing tomorrow morning.
That won't be necessary. I mean, I'm never going back there. I've already moved all my stuff out.
Huh?
I don't want you to misunderstand me, but I'm not talking about the stuff that's in the garbage. I decided to take Kayla's move as an opportunity to move in the near future. I have already signed a contract for a new house. As of yesterday, I had sorted out what I needed and what I didn't. So during the day today, I moved only the things I needed to move to the new place. I was going to throw away the rest of the stuff I didn't need when I got back today. But since I was told not to come back, I'm not going to go back there. I'm just going to turn around and go to my new house. So I'll leave it to you to dispose of the things I don't need.
Hey, what are you talking about?
I'll let you take care of the stuff that's supposed to be paid to have taken away.
So what are you saying? It's true, I just told you to get out. What you're saying now is that you were ready to leave even before that?
That's pretty much right.
Huh?
Perhaps you forgot? A little over a year ago, a couple months after your mother died, you asked for a divorce, didn't you?
I did.
But at that time, Kayla was just about to start job hunting. I was concerned that our family situation might affect her job hunting activities. I suggested that it would be better to wait until Kayla graduated from junior college, and you agreed. We decided to postpone the divorce by 1 year so that it would be around the time of Kayla's graduation from college.
Come to think of it, I do remember that conversation.
As for the financial part of the divorce, I have hired a lawyer. From now on, let's discuss it through the lawyer.
Oh, you went to the trouble of hiring a lawyer?
Yes. We've been married for over 20 years after all. I'm sure there are a lot of things that a layman wouldn't understand, such as the division of property. I think it's best to leave it to the professionals.
It's kind of a pain in the butt, but you've already asked them, right?
Yes, I did. If it's too pain in the butt, I think it's even a better reason to use a lawyer. If we do it on our own, well, we will probably just disagree, and it'll be a waste of time and effort.
I guess I don't have a choice. Okay. Hey, Sadie. What do you mean by compensation? You asked your lawyer for the division of property, didn't you? Why are you talking about me paying compensation?
Have you seen the set of evidence I gave to you yet? If you look at it, it's obvious why.
Evidence?
The report that says I found out you were having an affair with someone, and the photos and recordings that prove it. There's a lot in there. You've been cheating on me so brazenly.
What? Don't tell me you used the detective agency.
That's right. I've been aware of it for a little over a year.
Huh? Why?
I saw you at a nearby convenience store, arm in arm with a woman much younger than me. If you're going to cheat on me, you should at least do it in a place where you won't be noticed. But a nearby convenience store? I was really being taken for a sucker, wasn't I? Stalling the divorce for a year gave me time to prepare and investigate. It was a successful plan.
What the hell?
Because when you asked me for a divorce, it was right after I found out about the affair. I wasn't prepared for it.
Oh, come on. So you're saying I was being set up?
Don't talk like that. I'm not lying about what I did for Kayla. So that's what's up. From now on, I'd like you to go through the lawyer to contact me. Also, I won't renew the lease next time, so please move out by the end of this month.
What?
I've already moved out of the house, of course. It seems you haven't prepared anything yet, so you'd better hurry.
Wait, why did you just decide on your own not to renew? I still live here. I don't know if it's revenge for me kicking you out or what, but I'm the tenant. Don't screw around.
Excuse me? I'm the primary tenant.
Huh?
When your father passed away 5 years ago, we had to change the tenant agreement, but your mother was a housewife. And you also thought the procedure was a hassle, so you threw it all on me. You didn't even sign the documents, no matter how many times I asked you to. I had no choice but to become the tenant, and so that's how it happened. Since then, I have paid the entire rent of $1,200.
What?
Don't tell me you were unaware of it all along.
Well, since you mentioned it, the rent was never deducted from my account.
Well then, that's that. I've already completed the cancellation procedures. I think you'd better hurry up and arrange to move out. Hey, come on, pick up the phone. What on earth is going on at this hour? Oh, lady, you finally answered the phone. I just got a call from my dad. What the hell is going on? If it's about the divorce, I agreed to it. But since your father cheated on me, he's going to have to pay compensation. No, not that. I'm all for divorce. I mean, what kind of mother would get rid of the family house? What? I don't have a daughter. Huh? You're saying that just because you divorced my dad, you're cutting ties with me too. Do you call yourself a mother? So I was never your mother to begin with. What? What's that? I would have thought you would have been informed by now, or at least aware. What? What do you mean? I'd have to ask your father for the details, but your mother, who was very frail, died suddenly when you were 2 months old. What? Are you sure you're not my real mother? Yes, I am. I guess you didn't know. I thought you hated me even more because you were aware. Because you never told me. Your father and grandmother wanted to replace your real mother with anyone they could find, so they turned to me. A month later, I, who had originally been hired as a live-in housekeeper, became his future wife. Only a month after my own mother's sudden death? You mean Dad really liked you? No, that's not what I mean. I grew up in an orphanage, was a lifelong solitary, as I'm sure someone told you. Back then, I was naive enough to think that if I got kicked out, I'd have no place to go back to, so I had no choice but to do what they said. All I was expected to be was a formal mother and a free housekeeper in the name of wife. In that house, my opinion counted for nothing. I wasn't even allowed to take care of you. Seriously? So I was raised by my grandma my whole life? I always thought you were a lousy mother who didn't even take care of her kids. And you didn't blame me at all for calling you old lady. Yeah, I know. I wasn't the mother on the family register. I was never allowed to have any say in your upbringing or discipline in the first place. Seriously? If you don't believe me, you can look at the family register. Then you'll know that I'm telling the truth.
Family registry?
Well, your father and I are getting a divorce. I'll be changing my contact information soon. I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Where are you going?
Well, I explained the situation and my company understood. They have a sales office in an area which has the setting of a book I love. I asked if I could transfer and work there, and they said yes, so I'm starting a new life there now.
Your favorite book? The place where it's set?
You don't know what my favorite book is. You weren't interested in me.
I know. Tell me where you are now.
I won't tell you. I'll wish you well from afar. Well then, take care.
Mother, wait! Dad, I'm confused.
What's wrong? Did something happen at the new place?
I don't know, it's all so complicated. I don't understand.
What?
I don't know how I feel about myself or you or my grandma. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Kayla?
I've always hated Mom, but you and Grandma made me that way. So it was you and Grandma who were really bad.
What's wrong with you? Did your mother say something to you?
Oh, by the way, I haven't told you where I moved to yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Where?
This is where I'm going to let you just fade away.
Huh? What?
Goodbye.
Kayla was told by me that I wasn't really her real mother. She found out that the father and grandmother she believed in were the worst people. She was quite shocked. She told everyone that she would probably never get married. She decided to keep her distance from her father, Conrad. And Conrad? According to our acquaintance, he was dumped by his young fling. I wonder if it was hard on him to have no one around him. He seemed to be aging all at once. He seemed to feel left behind while his own surroundings began to move in a hurry. He was in a daze and moved out just in time. The manager told him to hurry up and get out as soon as possible, so he frantically got himself into a bachelor dormitory at work. It seems that there was a lot of whispering about the fact that such an old man has entered a bachelor dormitory full of young employees. Conrad couldn't take it anymore. Soon after, he voluntarily resigned. He's now working part-time and weeping bitterly while reminiscing about his lost family.
Anna, I was so lonely last Christmas because you and your son didn't come to our house. So, of course, you will come to our house this year, won't you? Good evening, Tina. Last year, I already made plans to have a party with my friends. I'm sorry we couldn't make it to your party. Of course, this year we will both be there. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Let's have a family party, including my eldest son, Tony. Sure. I'll leave the preparations to you, Anna. Please make everything homemade. What? Everything? Of course, I'm willing to make dinner, but if I make everything myself, it will look too homemade. I was going to buy some food. Oh dear, you're such a newbie housewife. But it's been about 1.5 years since you and Ian got married, right? Why don't you get used to housework already? I'm sorry, I do usually cook, but I'm not so confident in making party cuisine. Don't make excuses like that. I'm sorry. I don't know if it will suit your taste, but I will prepare everything with my own hands. Do you have any requests? Oh, God. You even ask me that? You should at least think for yourself a little bit. I just want to prepare what you and Tony would like to eat. I'm saying it's your job to think about it. You don't even understand that? Well, I'm going to make a special exception this time and give you a little advice. Chicken is definitely the way to go. Tony likes fried chicken, so you should make it. And salmon salad, spring rolls, caprese salad, meat pie. I'd also like a salad with lots of seafood. And pasta for main dish. I've never made that many dishes at once, and I've never made a meat pie before. Then why don't you practice? You're not a child. You can't even figure that out without being told? And a fancy cake is a must. It has to be a fancy whole cake that suits Christmas. What? A cake too? I've never made a cake before, so making a whole cake is a bit too much for me. Besides, I think it's definitely better to buy one. Anna, are you trying to resist me? I hate people who complain without even trying. I mean, it's not that I'm complaining. It's just that I feel bad that you have to eat the cake I made. It's Christmas. I feel bad for all of you. See? There you go again, making excuses. Fine. I will make the menu you requested, including the cake. You finally understand. You should have said so from the beginning. What time can you come? You can come around noon, right? I have some preparations to do, so I'll be there in the morning. Ian has to work, so he will be coming in the evening. What? Christmas is on a Sunday this year, right? And yet Ian is working? Yes, he told you about it, didn't he? He's being transferred to another department, so he's very busy with the handover and so on. He often has to go to work on his days off too. I didn't hear that. I heard that you're quitting your job at the end of this year. I'm sorry. I thought Ian told you about it already. Hey, does that mean a promotion? Yes, it doesn't mean that he's promoted right away. But I heard it's a transfer for him to get in a more important position in the future. That's my son. It was worth all the hard work I put into raising him. Yes, I really appreciate your hard work, Tina. Have you finally realized how great I am? I've always thought you're amazing. Well then, you should be more grateful to me. I'm counting on you for this year's Christmas. Sure, I'll do my best. Mom, what the hell are you doing? I heard that you threw away the food into the trash. Anna had worked so hard to prepare them. Why did you do that? Anna said from the beginning that she was going to bring something she bought. You're the one who told her to make everything from scratch. When I was a kid, you always told me not to waste food. I still remember you got mad when I wasted food. I can't believe you would do such a thing yourself. I am disappointed in you. Don't blame me. I wouldn't expect her to bring such a bad dish. It's Christmas, you know, and yet Tony and I were forced to eat shitty food. I think we are the victims. You know, Anna was busy with her job. She practiced cooking party cuisine every day. She wasn't even having enough sleep because of it. I tasted the food many times, and it was all really good. But you threw them in the trash saying they were so bad. Mom, you're out of your mind. You should apologize to Anna and the ingredients. It couldn't be helped. I'm just trying to carry out my plan. What? What plan? I've been saying for a while now that I want to live with you, right? Yeah, you were saying that, but I clearly rejected your offer, remember? That's why. Because you rejected my offer, I had no choice but to take a hard line. You rejected because Anna told you to, right? The truth is, you want to live with me, don't you? I know you, darling. No. It's our common thought that we refused. Anna didn't tell me to say no. Anyway, what is this plan that you're talking about? First, I would say that Anna's cooking was so awful. And then, I would tell her to live with me so that I can teach her how to cook. That way, you wouldn't have to gauge Anna's mood, and you'll be happy to live with me, right? Mom, you're insane. You threw away Anna's cooking because of that? That's crazy. Anna called me crying. You should think about Anna's feelings a little bit. Anna's feelings? Why do I have to think that much about it? Mom, when did you become like that? Tony became mentally ill, and you and Dad were living on pensions. I've been sending money to you for a long time because I thought it would be hard for you to support Tony. I know you're under a lot of stress, so I've been willing to turn a blind eye to some of your selfishness. But lately, your selfishness has gone to the extreme. I raised you very well. What's wrong with a little bit of selfishness? We can spend more time together, and I'm sure you'll be glad after you move in with me. I'm sure about it. What's with that weird confidence? I'm with Anna right now, and she's baking a cake while crying. It's your fault. That's right, the cake. How long is she going to make me wait? She'd better hurry up. Oh, come on, Mom. I think we can both be there within the next hour, so just wait for us. All right, just get here as soon as possible. Mom, why did you throw away the cake Anna worked so hard to make? Anna wanted everyone to have a delicious cake, so she practiced more than 5 times, and I was surprised when I tasted them. I'm not trying to flatter her, but she really made cakes that were as good as the ones at the store. And yet, you said it tasted awful and that you couldn't eat it. Is this part of your plan again to live with us? Why would we think that we want to live with you? Anna is acting all tough, but she looks like she's about to cry. Mom, apologize to her. Why do I have to apologize? It's true that my plan is to live with you guys. But even if I didn't have the plan, it was such a horrible cake. It's worth throwing away. Well, it was pretty on the outside, but it tasted terrible. How could I not throw it away? Besides, why are you talking big to me? What? You and your wife Anna are my slaves. Be prepared. You are destined to live with me, and your life with me will be so fun. What are you talking about? I don't want to live with you. What? Mom, was the cake that bad? It was awful. How could she let us eat that cake? She must be crazy if she can only bake a cake like that after practicing more than 5 times. She needs to move in with me so I can teach her a lesson. I'd be embarrassed if she serves that shitty cake to someone. That cake was from a famous pastry shop around here. Was it that bad? It's funny because the store is a highly rated pastry shop. Was it not to your taste? Well, let's see. No wonder it looked beautiful. I was surprised. I thought it was strange that Anna could make such a beautiful cake. Did you deceive me? How can you say that? You decided to tell Anna that the cake was bad from the beginning. You're out of your mind to go to such lengths just to live with us. We don't want to be at your beck and call. You said Anna practiced making cakes many times, and she didn't bake one today? She did. Everyone except you ate the cake Anna baked. Anna seemed to have tried her best to make it look like the cake from the store. So, you didn't notice, did you? Dad and Tony both seemed to enjoy the cake that Anna made. They were so happy to eat it. You were the only one eating the cake from the store, and you were so mad that it tasted bad. That's hilarious. I was laughing so hard inside. I was trying to hold it back. Ian, how can you make fun of your mother? I will never forgive you. You don't have to forgive me. Don't get carried away. It's a done deal that you guys move in with me. I'm sorry, but I've been transferred overseas. What? Overseas? Anna told me that you're going to be transferred, but... So, you're going overseas? That's right. It was suddenly decided. I'll move the day after my last day of work this year, so I can get used to life over there before I start working. I'm going to start working at the new place next year. Why didn't you tell me such an important thing earlier? I was going to tell you today. It was a sudden decision. Oh no! My plan to move in with you... Well, you decided that on your own without asking us. Even if I were in the US, I don't intend to live with you. Then I'll at least live with Anna. Huh? What are you talking about? That's impossible. Why is it impossible? Anna must be lonely all by herself while you're gone. If we as a family were with her, she would feel safer. And I can teach her more about cooking and housework. I'll call Anna right away. See you later. Mom, wait a minute. I can see you're trying to force Anna to do the housework. I mean, I didn't say I'm going to move out on my own. Anna's going to live abroad with me. Mom, are you listening to me? Anna, I'm really sorry about earlier. I hope you can forgive me. The truth is, I really enjoyed the food you made. I didn't mean what I said. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you, Tina. I was very shocked that you threw everything away. But if you feel bad, then it's okay. You forgive me? Thank you so much. So, I have something to tell you, Anna. Won't you move in with us? I never thought that Ian would be working overseas. I thought you would be lonely while he's away. That's why I think it would be better for you to live with us. Tina, I'm with Ian right now. I saw the texts you guys were sending to each other. Ian tried to explain to you about his transfer overseas, but you didn't read his texts until the end, did you? What? What do you mean? I'll just tell you that I'm going overseas with him. What? No way! You're both leaving? Yes. Please ask Ian for the rest of the story. I'll leave you now. Ian, I didn't hear that Anna's going with you. I texted you, but you just didn't read it, Mom. I called you right after that, but you didn't answer. So this is why Anna quit her job. You'll be back in a few years anyway, right? Then you don't have to take Anna with you. Well, it's not decided yet, but I originally have a lot of dealings with overseas in my job, so it's easier for me to do my job if I live over there. If I can achieve some results over there, I've been asked if I can continue to work there as the head of the base. What? Where overseas? If you become the head of the base, it will be very difficult to come back to the US. China. What? China? That's so far away. I haven't decided yet, but if the work there goes well, I'm willing to move there permanently. Anna understands my determination, so she quit her job and she's coming with me. You're kidding! Don't decide such an important thing without informing me. China is too far away and we would rarely see each other. I'll miss you too much. If I tell you, you would oppose my moving, right? Besides, I'm an adult now. Why can't you support me in my decision? Then what about our life? How can we live on such a small pension? We have Tony at home too. Aren't you worried about your brother? If that's the case, will you at least continue to send money to us as you have been doing? You say you'll miss me, but I know that's what you really want. I think I've spoiled you and Tony too much. What are you talking about? If I keep sending money, you and Tony will just keep depending on me. I'm doing this for both of you. I'll take this opportunity to stop sending money. No way! Do you want us to live in poverty? We can't support Tony with just a pension. We're in the red. Then why don't you get Tony to work? What? You don't have a heart. Tony is mentally ill, you know that. I know it's been hard for him. But do you know how long it's been since he quit his job? It's been more than 5 years. I don't think you really want things to stay the same, do you, Mom? Well, Mom, you're too busy worrying about Tony, but I think you have something important that's happening. What? What do you mean? Is Dad home? No, I don't think so. Oh, I wonder where he went. I just got a call from Dad apologizing for everything. I'm sorry you had to go through all of this because of Tina. You've even been sending us money and I was spoiled. That's what he said, and he apologized over and over again. And he said he's getting a divorce. What? Your father said that? No way. He couldn't tolerate your selfishness. He tried to warn you many times, but you wouldn't listen to him. You want to know what was the decisive factor for him? It was that you threw away the food Anna worked so hard on, saying it tasted bad. He said he didn't want to be with you anymore after seeing you throw away the cake without hesitation. But that cake was from the store, right? But you didn't know that. You thought it was a cake Anna made and threw it away saying it tasted bad. That's... Dad even cried and apologized to Anna. Now I see the divorce papers on the table. It's been hard for Dad too. I can understand. You've never listened to what Dad said, and you constantly harassed my wife. If I were in Dad's shoes, I would have left long ago. Now that he's gone, I know you're going to come crying to me soon anyway, so I'm going to stay out of touch with you for a while. What? Why are you saying that? We're family. I told you before, I've spoiled you and Tony too much. I think it's in your best interest that I do this. Goodbye. No, Ian, don't abandon us. Mom resisted getting a divorce, but Dad told me that he finalized the divorce with the help of a lawyer. I think he had a hard time because Mom didn't listen to his opinion at all. I want him to live freely from now on. I know Mom will have a hard time with Tony, who is unemployed and a shut-in. I don't want her to depend on me forever, so she will just have to get through this with Tony. I hope that Tony will be able to return to society soon. I really appreciate Anna for believing in me and coming with me overseas. I am finally getting settled in my life here, and just the other day, we found out that Anna is pregnant. In order to make Anna and our unborn child happy, I will continue to do my best. Good evening, Kate. I'm Maria, Rick's fiancée. Can we chat now? Nice to meet you, Maria. I'm sorry to drop in on you like this. I wanted to get in touch with you directly, so I asked Rick to give me your WhatsApp ID. Don't worry, my brother told me I'd be hearing from you. What a pity we couldn't meet today. I'm sorry. It's a dinner of both our families and I couldn't attend. Well, it couldn't be helped. You're busy with work, aren't you? I really wanted to be there, but I had a meeting I couldn't miss. By the way, the reason I contacted you, I wanted to confirm something. What is it? Kate, I heard you only graduated from high school. Huh? Yes. Why didn't you go to college? Your brother Rick graduated from college. It's not like your parents didn't have money, right? Perhaps... Is it because you were not good at studying? No, it's not like that. I'm sure there are many reasons, but it's rare to only have a high school diploma nowadays, isn't it? I guess so. I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't feel the need to go to college. You may have heard about my family. Everyone in my family is highly educated. My grandparents, my parents, and of course me, all graduated from top universities. Oh, I see. Rick also graduated from a prestigious university, right? Yes, he did. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Yikes! I knew you poorly educated people are slow. Excuse me? Well, it's okay. You'll understand in time. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Kate, my wedding is coming up soon. Will you be there?
Of course.
You're still busy with work, right? Are you sure you'll be okay coming all the way to Paris?
Yes, I'm fine. It's your wedding. No matter how busy I am, I'll come.
Thank you, Kate. Ever since we decided to get married, I've been indebted to you for everything.
That's not true. It's just...
Yes?
You said you sent plane tickets to Paris to every guest to the wedding, right?
Yeah, I think we already made the flight and hotel arrangements.
Actually, I made my own arrangements for both.
What?
It looks like Mom and Dad got their tickets, but for some reason I didn't get them. Also, seems like no hotel reservations for me either.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Sorry. Maria said she'd take care of all the flight and hotel arrangements. I left it completely to her.
It's okay. I wish I'd known sooner, but I've been so busy with work that I forgot all about it.
Still, it's strange, isn't it? Did Maria misunderstand that you weren't coming?
I thought I replied the RSVP that I'm coming. Maria must have not wanted me to come.
That's not true. Maria said she was looking forward to meeting you.
Is that so?
What's up? Is there something that's bugging you?
No, it's nothing.
Well, it seems Maria was contacting you the other day. Did she say anything to you then?
She seemed to be concerned about my academic background.
Academic background?
She said it's rare to only have a high school diploma nowadays.
What's that? What do you mean?
I don't really understand either. I'll try not to worry too much about it. Anyway, I got a hotel and a plane. I'm looking forward to the day of the wedding.
That's great.
I'll have to go separately from Mom and Dad, though.
Are you going to be on time for the wedding?
The flight arrives in the morning of the day, so it'll be last minute. It's going to be a little hectic, but I've been to Paris many times for work, and I'm used to getting around the city, so I'll be fine.
I see. Unlike me, you go abroad all the time, but you'll have to let me cover the expenses. I'm really sorry for making you arrange it yourself.
That's okay, no big deal.
No way. I'm putting a burden on you. I suck as a brother.
Don't sweat it. Anyway, it's been 2 years since I've seen you.
That's right.
I've been away for work. I even missed the dinner with Maria's family.
Don't worry about it. Her parents understand why you are so busy.
When I see them on the wedding day, I'll make sure to greet them politely.
Great. Can't wait to see you.
Hi, Kate. I heard from Rick that you arranged your own flight and hotel. Yes, I guess there was some kind of mistake and mine wasn't booked. But I'm glad I made it in time. I just arrived at the venue. Oh, you really came to the venue? Yes, I did. You shocked me. What? What brings you to Paris for our wedding? Wait, what? To celebrate Rick and your marriage. The only people I invited to the wedding this time are family members. I know. That's why I, as Rick's sister, will be participating in the ceremony. As I'm saying, I told you that only family members were invited. Yes? We didn't even invite our friends this time. How dare you try to join my family? Are you trying to say I'm not family? You know, I think I told you before. We come from a highly educated family. If you, a mere high school graduate, came into our family like that, you'd be overwhelmed. Really? You'd lower my family's prestige. I see. A college graduate and a high school graduate are different kinds of people. I mean, you're a stranger. You're the only one I didn't invite for today. Are you saying that only my plane ticket and hotel weren't prepared? I just wasn't planning to prepare them from the beginning. I can't believe that you would arrange by yourself and even come to Paris. It's beyond me. Oh, I knew it. Maybe because you only graduated from high school and didn't study properly, you haven't learned any common sense. With such an insane sister, even Rick would want nothing to do with you. Excuse me? Are you saying that my brother thinks the same way as you? That I'm not family? Of course! When he proposed to me, he said, "You are the most important person in my life." In other words, you are no longer important to him, right? Just leave us alone. No, that's a really twisted interpretation of his proposal, don't you think? I've never heard such things as cutting off siblings just because you got married. Shut up! Anyway, you are a stranger. Of course, we didn't even save a seat for you. Please go back to LA as soon as possible. Okay, fine. From now on, we're strangers, right? Yep. That's what I've been saying for a while now. I see. Well, then, since I've come all the way to Paris, I'll do a little work and go home. What? Work? Oh, you mean you'll go back to your hotel and work remotely? You're still a workaholic, aren't you? I'm not working remotely. What? I'm done with you. Goodbye.
Maria, I can't see you at all. Where are you now? I got a call from the airport that you've arrived, and you're already at the ceremony, right?
Rick, I'm sorry, but I probably won't be able to attend the wedding.
Why? Don't tell me you had an accident on the way here.
I went to the ceremony, but there was no seat for me.
What? But you came all the way to Paris. How come? I mean, what do you mean there was no seat for you?
Have you heard anything from Maria yet?
What about her?
Maria didn't arrange my flight and hotel. She didn't want me to come from the beginning.
What the heck?
She said I'm not family. I'm a stranger.
What the hell is that? She doesn't consider you as family?
I guess so. She told me to go back to LA as soon as possible.
But you are my sister.
I've come all the way to Paris, so I'm going to work and go home. Ask Maria about the details, and then you yourself can decide what you want to do in the future.
Got it. I have no idea what's going on, but anyway, I'll ask Maria. Maria, what are you doing now?
I'm in the waiting room putting the finishing touches on my makeup. I hope you're looking forward to seeing me in my wedding dress.
I have a question for you.
What is it?
I just got off the phone with Kate. Kate said she won't be attending the ceremony.
Oh, that? She's so out of line.
What?
I already said from the beginning that today's ceremony is only for family. I can't believe she went to the trouble of arranging her own flight and hotel and came all the way to Paris even though she wasn't invited. Well, I made it clear that I didn't want her to attend, so there's no seat for her when she comes. She seriously has no common sense to try to attend a ceremony when she's not even family.
Which one of you has no common sense?
What do you mean?
Kate is my sister. What the hell were you thinking, making my sister absent without my permission?
It's because Kate isn't family.
Why do you insist that Kate isn't family?
Because Kate only graduated from high school. Everyone in my family is highly educated. Even you graduated from a top university. I can't accept Kate as a member of our family.
You sent Kate home for such a stupid reason? What's wrong with a high school graduate? Is education really that important?
After all, education is everything, right? A high school graduate is so stupid, I don't believe we're the same level. That's why it's a good thing you cut Kate off, Rick.
What the heck? I don't remember cutting myself off from Kate.
Because you told me that I'm the most important person in the world to you. In other words, Kate is not important to you, right?
You are crazy to interpret it that way.
What? You're kidding me.
I'm disappointed you twisted my proposal in such a way. Maria, you've done a terrible thing.
What do you mean?
I'll be in touch soon.
Rick? Hey, Rick! It's already past the ceremony time. Where did you go? And I can't find my relatives anywhere.
They're gathered in the lobby with me and my relatives.
What? Why?
To discuss.
Discuss?
Maria, cancel the wedding.
What?
We're breaking off the engagement.
What?
I have both parents look at the WhatsApp together just now. They all agreed with my decision.
Why?
You don't know why?
I have to hear the reasons to be convinced.
Because you tried to exclude my sister, my precious family member, from the wedding today.
What do you mean?
Disrespecting people based on their educational background is disgusting. My parents and your parents, they all thought the same way I did.
What the heck? You're saying it's okay to have a high school graduate in the family?
You still say that?
Besides, we came all the way to Paris to get married at a fancy place. If a low-educated person from the bottom of the hierarchy participates, the ceremony will be tainted.
You really are beyond repair. To insult Kate like that.
Because it's the truth. I mean, she didn't have to come all the way to Paris if she doesn't have any money. She must have been craving for Paris.
I told you this before. The reason we were able to rent this wedding hall at a lower price than usual is thanks to Kate.
Wait, what?
You do indeed know that Kate runs an apparel company, right?
What? Kate is the CEO of the company?
Didn't you listen to me at all?
Because Kate graduated from high school. I thought she was working for a small company for minimum wages.
Enough of that prejudice. Your imagination is effed up. Kate graduated high school and started her own business. She's making many times what I'm making now.
You're kidding!
Kate leaves the domestic stores to her employees, travels the world on her own to search for suppliers. Paris is no exception. Thanks to the connections she made, she was able to get us this wedding venue at a discount, since we're Kate's relatives.
Huh?
You know, the reason we decided to have the wedding in Paris in the first place. You insisted on getting married abroad. I want to go to Europe for our honeymoon. I want to have the wedding in Europe. That's what you said, right? But I've hardly ever been overseas. I talked to Kate about it, and she was willing to help me find a place for the wedding. But you kicked Kate out of the wedding.
Rick?
So of course, the ceremony is cancelled, and I'll have to cancel our engagement as well.
Wait a minute. We came all the way to Paris and you're canceling the ceremony?
Of course. How can I have a wedding if I'm not going to marry you?
I'm not breaking off our engagement for sure. You told me that I was the most important thing in the world to you. Were those words a lie?
I didn't know your true nature at the time, but now I do. I won't marry someone who makes fun of my precious sister.
It's not my fault. I didn't know Kate was the CEO.
If she wasn't the CEO, would it be okay to make fun of her because of her education?
Wait, let's discuss this properly between the two of us.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to see your face right now. We'll have a proper discussion once we're in LA.
Oh no.
I'm going to arrange separate accommodations for you and me. We'll stay separately until we get back to LA.
Huh? We're not staying in the same hotel?
I don't want to be in the same room.
We're going to be husband and wife, and it's terrible to be separated.
We're not going to be a couple. Okay then.
Oh no, wait!
I'm not waiting.
Rick!
Goodbye.
Kate, please, come back to the ceremony now. You can attend the ceremony. If you don't, he'll break off the engagement. I'll treat you as one of my family members. That way, everything will be all right, and today's wedding won't have to be cancelled. Kate!
Kate, I've called off the wedding.
I see. You called it off after all. Did Maria agree?
She didn't understand the cause and seemed unhappy about it. But I got both parents to agree to call off the engagement.
I see.
Everyone was shocked. Maria's parents never looked down on anyone because of their education. I don't know why she turned out the way she did.
I know. I never thought she'd harass me like that for having a high school diploma.
Well, Maria's mother said Maria got into a famous university, but her job hunting didn't go well, and she couldn't get the job she wanted. I think she's just clinging to her academic background.
I see. That's why she got so mad and made fun of me?
I'm really sorry. You came all the way to Paris and she made you feel terrible.
Well, it's just like I came here to work as well. Don't worry about it, Rick.
You're still a very active CEO.
Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed. I'm getting endless messages from Maria.
What's she saying?
She wants me to come back to the wedding.
Damn, she's not giving up.
It's like she thinks it'll all go away if I go to the wedding.
Sorry, you don't have to deal with her anymore. You can block her if you want. The engagement will be officially called off when I get back to LA, but you don't need to be involved with Maria anymore.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, I wonder if you'll need a lawyer to break off the engagement?
Well, it's going to be very complicated. I think I should have a lawyer come in between us.
Want me to introduce someone through my company's legal counsel?
That will be helpful. Can I ask you to do that?
Okay, I'll call them later.
Thank you very much. By the way, Kate, are you free tonight? I was wondering if you'd like to have dinner with Mom and Dad.
Sure. It's nice to get together as a family for the first time in a while.
Okay, I'll call you later.
Okay. While I was in Paris, Maria contacted me several times. I ignored it as my brother told me to. She was too persistent, so I blocked her. After returning to LA, my brother and Maria broke off their engagement. It seems that there was some discussion about compensation fee and so on. In the end, it was decided that Maria would pay all the expenses for the wedding. Even so, Maria was not satisfied. She stormed into Rick's workplace, going AWOL from work. She came at him like a demon, demanding that they get back together. The police were immediately called and she was taken care of by the police. Eventually, Maria was fired from her job. She became emotionally unstable, withdrew to her parents' house, and began a life of shut-in. However, her parents soon kicked her out. She now lives in a small, shabby apartment and working part-time jobs to make ends meet. As for me, there was a man I started dating around the time Rick's marriage was finalized. He finally proposed to me the other day. My parents, as well as my brother, are as happy about my marriage as if it were their own. Until now, my life has been centered around work. From now on, I would like to spend more time with my family. Felicity, where are you now? The dishes I asked you to do aren't done yet. Sorry, Margaret. My stomach's feeling really tight and I can't move. I'm taking a rest in my bed. What? What are you indulging yourself for? Pregnancy isn't an illness, you know. Indeed, but I have a high-risk pregnancy. My doctor told me to take it easy. You started maternity leave early and have been at home. Well, since you're not working, you better do housework. That's still work. I should be mostly on bed rest, you know. Bed rest? That's a bit dramatic. I know I can't stay in bed all day, so I've been doing what I can. I don't want to risk anything happening to the baby, you know. Can't you help with the housework a little? You're just watching TV in your room, right? Stop complaining and get things done quickly. Otherwise, you'll end up regretting it. Please stop threatening me like that. It's not a threat. I'm serious. You're too much. The other day, you threw my things away just because I talked back. You were at fault, you know. In this house, what I say is absolute. Forcing me to weed under the scorching sun while I'm struggling with morning sickness? That's way out of line. I've said it many times. Pregnancy is not an illness. Your things were thrown away because you're a bad daughter-in-law. I hope you deeply reflect on that. Geez, you've changed, you know. How? When I met you for the first time, you said you were happy to have a nice girl like me in your family. Well, Gardner was still here back then. I had to play the role of a kind mother-in-law. He seemed to really like you, always nagging me to treat you well. So when he passed away, you changed your color. You got it right. There's no way I would like the thief who stole my precious son. So I guess your attitude toward me won't change in the future. Your existence alone is already annoying. On top of that, if you can't even handle chores properly, you're just a hindrance. I wish Vincent would divorce you. I see. If you don't want to be divorced, stop whining and start doing what you're supposed to do. First, clean up all the dishes in the kitchen. After that, clean the living room, and while you're at it, clean my room too. Your room too? Oh, if you dare to defy, it won't just be throwing things next time. Is that okay with you? All right, I'll clean up. Hey, honey, how's your business trip going? Is it a good time?
Oh, hey, what's up? I'm kind of busy right now.
Working this late? It's not really work, but there's a lot to do during the business trip, you know. I see.
So, what's up?
I'm thinking of moving out.
Moving out? What are you saying all of a sudden? You used to say you were happy living there.
That's because your mom was still nice.
She hasn't changed a bit.
Since your dad got sick and passed away, she did change, you know.
How?
She throws all the housework on me, and if she doesn't like the way I do things, she yells at me. Lately, she's even resorted to throwing my things away.
That's called tough love, isn't it?
Are you taking her side?
She's being tough for your own good. Don't you get it? Lately, you've just been lounging around and pushing all the chores onto her.
I'm pregnant.
So what? Pregnancy isn't an illness.
You two are saying the same thing. You know that I have a high-risk pregnancy and need to take it easy.
I'm a man, so I don't really know about pregnancy. So, what's the deal? Did she say something to you again?
When I wasn't feeling well and was resting, she demanded that I wash the dishes and clean.
If you don't like it, just say no.
If I refuse, I don't know what she might do. I'm worried sick about what might happen to the baby. So I think it's better to move out and just get a place for us alone. It would reduce stress and be better for the baby.
Why don't you move out alone then?
What?
I don't even mind divorcing if you'd like.
Divorce?
If you dislike her that much, there's no future for us.
But we're expecting. Can't we just live separately from her?
Nope. I can't leave her alone, especially now that Dad's gone.
But
I'm an only child, so I should look after her. You can go to your parents or do whatever you want.
that doesn't mean we have to get divorced.
If you can't get along with her, then we have no other choice. I'm not planning to separate from her, you know?
Honey, have you always been this much of a mama's boy?
What did you say? Is it wrong to care about my mother?
That's fine, but aren't you crossing the line? When we got married, you said you would prioritize me the most.
A wife and a mother are different, you know? A wife can be replaced by anyone, but there's only one mother in the world.
That's a harsh way to put it.
Just so you know, even if we divorce, I won't pay child support.
What the heck?
Of course not. It's your choice.
What are you talking about? It's a parent's obligation, so it doesn't matter.
Shut up. Anyway, I have to go. I'm busy.
Wait, Vincent.
I'm willing to accept your decision to part ways. Take your time to think until I return from my business trip. Felicity, I heard from Vincent. Are you seriously thinking about getting a divorce?
No, I haven't made up my mind about it yet.
Phew, that's a relief. Finally, you're thinking about leaving. I can breathe easy now. I won't have to see the face of the useless daughter-in-law anymore.
Margaret?
Oh, still hesitating? You want to get away from Vincent, right? Just file for a divorce already.
It's not that simple. We're expecting a child together.
There are plenty of single moms out there in the world. You can do it too.
I still hope to raise the child together with him.
Do you want to be punished again?
Excuse me?
You've got quite a big belly now.
Yes?
It looks like a balance ball, so I just want to hop on top.
You're despicable. There's your grandchild in my belly.
If you divorce him, that child is a stranger to me.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Really? Lucky me.
My unborn child is important to me. Staying with you puts its life at risk, so I can't do it.
But where are you going? Your parents live quite far from here, right?
I'll find a place to rent.
Good for you. File for divorce too.
That's something Vincent and I'll decide together.
No, do it right away.
I can't decide on my own.
You know, he also wants it to.
He doesn't want a wife who uses pregnancy as an excuse to neglect housework. So when he returns from his business trip, we'll start divorce proceedings right away. Sigh. But let me stay here for a bit longer. Why? Don't you want to leave right away? I need some time to find a new place. Well, the divorce is decided, so you're completely useless now. Get lost quickly. Please, I haven't found a place to live yet. Why not try camping out somewhere? That's not possible. I want to avoid putting stress on my body. I'm concerned about the baby. I don't care. Since you're getting a divorce, I have nothing to do with you or the child. Just disappear from my sight. Understood. I'm done here. Oh, good. When I just got married, you were really sweet, and I was genuinely happy back then. Vincent was caring too, and we were in love. What the heck? Are you trying to reminisce or something? I believed that was the real you, so I endured it all this time. There's no such thing as a good relationship between in-laws. Don't delude yourself with fantasies. I get it now. Okay, I won't be coming back. Obviously. I don't ever want to see your face again. Pack up your stuff and get out. Well, thank you for everything. Goodbye. Felicity! What's going on, Margaret? Why aren't you answering the phone? Sorry, I'm at the hospital for a checkup right now. Come back! Why? What's the matter? You kicked me out, remember? I'm retracting that. Just come back. You're having trouble finding a place to live, right? Not at all. Right after you kicked me out, I called my parents and my dad came to pick me up. I'm staying with them now. I see. But you can't stay there forever, can you? Just come back here as soon as possible. Why? Did something come up? Vincent brought a strange girl here. A blondie with a plastic face and skimpy dress. Oh, that's his girlfriend. What? You knew? I could somewhat understand why you became cold after Gardner passed away. But when he started giving me a cold shoulder, I sensed something was off. Okay. He started working late and going on business trips all of a sudden. On top of that, he mentioned divorce even though we're about to become parents. So I hired someone to look into it. Like a private detective? Yeah. My dad introduced me to his acquaintance. Turns out he's been cheating on me with a jobless girl 10 years younger than him. She's the girl who's at your place now. I had no idea he was having an affair. And with a flashy girl like that? But from now on, you'll be living with her. You better try to get along. No way! I won't let her stay here. Listen, it's unbelievable. She doesn't do any housework. Even when I give her instructions, I don't know if she has some hearing problem or just ignores me, but she never listens. When I scolded her, she grabbed me and dared say stuff like, "Shut up, old lady." It was really scary. Oh, sounds like you've got a boisterous future daughter-in-law now. No way! Who would want a girl like that? Living with that rough, arrogant girl is way worse than having you around. But you kicked me out. So I'm telling you to come back. I'll be in trouble without you around, you know. I promised I wouldn't come back, remember? Oh, come on. Well, now let's add another villain here. What?
Felicity, why is Mom here too?
Vincent!
Ugh, Felicity, what the heck are you doing?
Can I have a little time right now?
Well, I have the day off today, but...
I want you and your mom to face reality together.
What the heck?
Even though your mom treated me horribly, you never defended me, right?
Of course not. She's always right. You were slacking off too much.
You didn't really think that, did you?
Huh?
What are you talking about? Vincent, you sided with me because you thought she wasn't fit to be your wife, right? No, that's not it. He pretended to be on your side because he wanted to be with his girlfriend. Oh, just so you know, denying the affair is pointless now. I told your mom earlier, but I've hired a private detective. I have evidence.
Uh-oh.
I know everything. Even when you claimed to be on a business trip, you were actually on a date with her. When I messaged you the other day, you were with her, right?
I admit cheating was wrong, but you wanted to leave the house, didn't you?
Your mom was treating me horribly, but you didn't stand up for me. What else could I do other than leave?
Well...
I became a nuisance to you, I guess. Taking advantage of your mom bullying me, you used it as an excuse to get a divorce, right? It's not true, right, Vincent?
Mom, don't believe a word she says. She just wants to blame me.
You can't talk your way out of it. Well, you must be happy to have gotten rid of me as you wished. Your mom doesn't seem too pleased, though. I finally got rid of the pest that was bothering us, only to find a new one. This time, it's worse than a pest. It's a virus. Too bad.
A virus? That's harsh.
Why didn't you tell me that you had a girlfriend?
Sorry, Mom. I couldn't bring myself to admit I was cheating.
Don't tell me you're thinking about getting married to her.
Well, actually, she's pregnant, and we're planning to get married as soon as the divorce is finalized.
She's already pregnant? Well, then getting married is the only option. From what I've found, she used to hang out with shady people, and she seems quite tough. Watch out, Margaret. Shady people?
Jeez, don't say unnecessary things. Mom, you kicked her out because you thought she wasn't a good wife, right? The new girlfriend looks flashy, but she's a really nice girl. You'll come to like her soon.
That's not happening. She doesn't do any housework and her language is terrible. There's absolutely no chance of accepting her as my family.
Don't you want me to be happy?
Of course I do. But I don't want a defiant daughter-in-law. Break up with her right away.
Jeez.
Anyway, I don't like any woman getting close to my precious son, no matter who. You see, Vincent, she isn't wishing for your happiness. She just wants to claim you as her possession.
No way. Are you really that kind of person?
Please, Felicity, come back. You're better than that flashy girl. I apologize for everything. I already said no earlier. I'll do anything to earn your forgiveness. I don't want your apologies now, and we've already filed for a divorce, so forget it. There was a time we got along well, remember? No, I want nothing to do with you anymore. Then what am I supposed to do? You just need to live happily with your son and his future wife. I don't want that. Vincent, break up with her now. Call off the divorce.
Cut the crap, Mom. You kicked her out.
You did too.
Enough. I don't want my happiness interfered with, so I'm cutting ties with you.
Are you throwing your mother away? In the end, both of you were pretending to care about each other, while only thinking of yourselves.
Are we done now? I'm out of here.
Wait. I'll demand alimony and child support from you.
What? I can't pay. I'm using my money for the wedding with her. Plus, she's pregnant. I'm already overwhelmed with that. I beg you not to meddle with my happiness.
You think you can get away so easily after betraying me and our baby? I don't care if you have to borrow, but pay up. Ask your girlfriend to help you.
Stop it. She's not working, so she has less money than I do. If she finds out about this, she might call off the marriage.
Then you just have to figure it out.
I told you I don't have money. Consider my situation.
None of my business.
Mom, can you pay on my behalf? You'll do that for me, right? I'm your precious son after all.
You've got to be kidding me. You're not my son.
What? You used to say I was the most important person in the world.
That was when you were mine and mine alone. If you care so much about another woman, I'll gladly cut ties with you.
What the heck, Mom?
Let's save the mother-son quarrel for later. I've said what I wanted. I'm leaving now.
Wait. We should meet up and talk.
We won't. Ever again. Wait, Felicity! Please, come back!
I don't want to go into debt. Spare me.
Vincent and Margaret, despite talks of cutting ties, stayed together in the house along with his girlfriend. Margaret, reaching her limit, demanded that they leave. But the assertive girlfriend managed to talk her down. The three continued to live together in an uncomfortable atmosphere today. Moreover, my attorney successfully negotiated alimony and child support, so Vincent is now drowning in debt. Obviously, life has been challenging for the couple, and Margaret has even taken up a part-time job. According to the neighbor, there are daily arguments and sounds of things being thrown around in their house. I'm truly grateful to have left that house when I could. I gave birth to a healthy baby girl and am enjoying blissful times at my parents' house. My maternity leave will end soon, so I plan to enroll her in daycare. I'm committed to nurturing and raising her, supported by the love and assistance of my parents.
Honey, my mom passed away.
I see.
Dad and I took care of her at the hospital just now. I think it was a peaceful end. I was prepared for it, but it's still sad.
I'm sure Emily was happy to have a kind daughter taking care of her until the end. I wish I could have been there to see her off. I'm so sorry I had to go abroad on a business trip at a time like this.
It's your job. Can't be helped. You can say goodbye at the funeral.
Got it. When's the funeral?
Day after tomorrow. Honey, you're supposed to arrive in the early morning the day after tomorrow, right? Come directly from the airport to the ceremony hall. I know it's a hassle, but please do it.
I understand. I'll sleep on the plane. I'll be fine.
Thanks, honey. Okay, now, I have a lot of stuff to do, so I'll see you later.
Okay. Rachel, sorry. The plane's not flying because of a strike. I don't even know when it's gonna fly, so I can't go back there. I'm sorry I can't attend the funeral tomorrow.
A strike? What do you mean?
The airport employees are on strike. No flight tonight. I'm gonna have to stay at the airport too.
Oh no! I can't believe they're on strike at a time like this.
What a day. Emily really took care of me. I wanted to attend the funeral and say goodbye to her, but...
Yeah, but there's nothing you can do. I'm sure Mom would understand. Maybe you can make it to the burial.
I don't think I'll be able to make it. I hate the company for putting me on an overseas business trip at such a time of the year.
By the way, You said your colleague Amy was with you, right?
Yeah, why?
I met her this afternoon.
What? Where?
At the lobby of the hospital by chance. She said her son had influenza and she went to see a doctor. I thought she was on a business trip with you, so I was so surprised.
Oh, my bad. They changed it to someone else at the last minute. Must be because her son was sick. So, it was influenza, huh?
That's right.
Did Amy say anything else?
Nothing. Just that she's sorry for my loss, that's all.
I see. Good.
What? Is there something you don't want me to hear?
Of course not.
There's something fishy about you, isn't there? You usually don't care what people around you say. The only time you pay attention to what's going on around is when you're guilty.
What do you mean, guilty? Honey, your mom just passed away. Do you think I have time to think about anything else? I'm frustrated too. I want to go over there as soon as possible, but I can't.
I see. You're worried about me. I hope your flight takes off soon.
But even if they do, they'll start with the earliest flight, right? There was no flight for a whole day. My flight was scheduled for midnight, so I might get pushed back. I might not be able to go home for a while after all.
If that happens, you can visit her grave when you get back. Dad and I can handle the funeral and stuff. Your mom and dad are helping out too.
I'm so happy that you are so understanding. If you cried at a time like this, I wouldn't know what to do.
Mom passed away. I wanna cry, but crying won't help.
That's right. You're as strong as I thought you'd be.
Hey, stupid George! I asked Amy. Aren't you going on an overseas business trip with George? And guess what she said? Well, it's been postponed due to the other party's circumstances. I tried to hold back what I wanted to say and played it off like an understanding wife. I deserve some praises. I am Rachel, 32 years old. I lost my mother and my husband left me in a depressed state. What is he doing? I have tried to find out, but without success. He has been giving me nothing but lip service, like, seriously? Although it turned out that he just didn't go on a business trip according to Amy's information, the text from his mom confirmed his affair. Hey, Rach, listen! Mrs. Smith, your blood pressure will rise again if you get excited. Don't call me that. Sometimes I want to be like your daughter-in-law. Or I'll forget. So, what's the matter, Mom?
So, I'm at a pizza restaurant by myself now. Didn't you order takeout pizza for the relatives? Yeah, I came to pick it up.
Oh, thanks. I was about to go and pick it up. So you went and got it for me.
That's right. I can only do so much. You should stay with Emily. And there's something I want you to hear. George is here too.
What? Really?
Didn't you say he was out of the country? You said he couldn't fly because of a strike and he couldn't make it to the funeral, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I heard. That's why he should still be overseas.
I would never mistake my own son. I'm pretty sure that's what his voice sounds like. That moron.
I don't know. He was kind of fishy about it. I thought it was a little strange. He said Amy was with him on this business trip. But I met Amy, and she said the trip was postponed.
I see. He lied to you and his colleague and even skipped Amy's funeral. And now he's enjoying pizza.
You just confirmed my suspicions. So, who's he with?
Well, he's with a girl.
I knew it. That's what I thought. Still a bit shocked though.
And he's ordering all kinds of fancy stuff and acting all high and mighty. The woman just said, "George, that's amazing!" And they're both so excited. Emily just passed away, and they're fooling around? It's so weird and disgusting that I can't believe it's my son.
I can imagine.
They're feeding each other. Ew! They're ruining my pizza. They should be fined for ruining a good meal. If I were a lawmaker, I'd enact that law right now.
Where are you, Mom?
Right behind George. The pizzas we ordered aren't ready yet. I'm sitting here waiting.
So close. Wait, but how come you can see everything?
There's a big mirror in the restaurant. I can see all of George's table. All I can see is his back and the woman's face.
That's pretty good positioning, isn't it?
Gosh, he just wiped tomato sauce off her face and licked his fingers. Can't these guys be banned from restaurants? Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
You'll have to bear it.
Unforgivable. When you are going through a hard time after losing Emily. I can't believe he made out with her at a pizza restaurant.
I was all sad and crying in front of Mom's coffin just now. Now I've stopped crying because I'm so angry. I don't like to say this to the person who gave birth to him, but he's a piece of trash, isn't he?
Yeah, I can't deny that. I can't stand my son being such a piece of trash either.
What's he like? Is he pretty?
I don't really know her face. She wears too much makeup. She's got this smug tone and goofy look that makes me sick to my stomach.
Hey, can I go there now?
I don't mind, but I can carry the pizza by myself.
I honestly don't care about pizza. I just need to see the look on that tramp's face. I can't just send Mom off with such negative emotions.
Okay. Well, come over.
Why aren't you answering your phone? I know you're bored because of the flight cancellation. I'll deal with anyone who comes to the funeral. Can I ask you a few questions about food?
Oh, sorry. What's wrong with the food?
I was thinking of serving pizza to everyone. I ordered takeouts from a pizza restaurant near 8th Station.
What? 8th Station?
Yes, what's wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. But isn't the 8th Station a long way from the funeral site? The one at W Station is closer to the hospital.
It's not that far. Mom's been saying for a while that she wanted to have the funeral near my parents' house. So we decided to have it at a ceremony hall at Station H, which is the closest to my parents' house. That's why we ordered pizza from the restaurant at Station H. Didn't I tell you that?
I didn't hear anything about that.
Why are you mad? Is something wrong?
No, nothing. I'm not even back yet. I'm still stuck at the airport. That's the only thing that's wrong.
You seem to be a bit on edge, though.
What?
Oh, that's a nice t-shirt. Isn't that Balenciaga? When did you get it? What? Oh, you're wearing matching clothes with her. It's expensive, so be careful not to spill tomato sauce on it, okay?
What are you talking about?
You both seem to be getting along well. So, she's Julie. She's so pretty. A bit scary, though. She's so your type.
Wait a minute. Where are you?
Where are you?
At the airport, of course.
Then, who's that asshole eating pizza right in front of me? A doppelganger?
What? What do you mean?
What? I'm right behind you right now.
What? No way! I mean, I checked and you're not there.
Well, I'm hiding. You can't see me from there. I'm behind the chair.
What the?
Don't get up. Don't come over here. Keep looking forward. By the way, there's another person sitting behind your back. Do you know who that is?
I don't dare to check.
Then I'll call her for you. Ta-da! It's her!
You moron! Mom! I've been listening to your sickening conversation all day. I haven't even had pizza yet. I just want to throw up. Why are you here? I came to get my pizza and you are here. I didn't know this.
Someone called me and I rushed over.
You two were such good friends.
We are in a secret relationship.
Don't misunderstand anything. We don't do anything fishy like you do.
We only had dinner.
I ain't worried about that. I mean, your mom passed away, right? Are you sure you're okay to come here?
I don't want to be worried about a jerk who ditched his mother-in-law's funeral just to eat pizza with this tramp. I don't want you worrying about me. She must be really important to you to make you pretend to go on a business trip and then come here to eat pizza. And this girl, Julie?
I didn't expect my mom to be in the same restaurant. What a day.
See, she's mad at you. Stop staring at your phone and feed me.
You! Can she even use her hands? She's so creepy.
Her voice gives me goosebumps. Maybe that's Julie's cute side. I bet George falls in love with her because of that too.
Jeez, bad taste. I hate this kind of pretentious girl. Don't say bad things about Julie.
Hey, George, I have a favor to ask you.
What?
That woman is so annoying. She keeps asking you to feed her pizza. Pretend to be annoyed and shove a pizza slice to her face.
What the heck? I can't do that. I can't do that to Julie. Tell me, are you fine with me disowning you?
You good with that? Are you willing to get divorced and be stuck in an alimony hell and not be able to live a human life? Not only me and Mon, but all our relatives will turn their backs on you too. And by the way, my mom might curse you and haunt you. Our family is full of strong women. You'd better weigh that against Julie and decide which is more important.
Are you threatening me?
Yes, I am. Fair and square.
Fine, I'll do it. Heck.
Gosh, you really did it! Julie is so pissed off! Shoving pizza to a girl's face!
I'd hate it even if it wasn't a girl. You guys made me do it.
Everyone's paying attention to you because of Julie's squealing. What you say next is going to be important. What should you do next? That's enough! Don't F with me! Now, break up with her. What? Right here, right now? I can't do that! I'll tell her later, I swear! I don't want to make a scene out of the breakup in this situation. I don't trust you. You lie your way out again. I can't. What? Julie's gonna cry. I mean, she's already crying even now because of you guys. I'm gonna have to make excuses and comfort her now. How can I break up with her now? So, you're fine with Rach crying? She's strong. What are you talking about? She just lost her mom. You do know she's filled with sadness and anxiety. She doesn't sound like that to me. I mean, she said herself she's a strong woman. Not only did you not attend her mom's funeral, you brought a tramp to a pizza restaurant and cheated on Rach. She must be so emotionally damaged. Thanks to you, her lousy, sinful husband. What's wrong with you, Rach? You've been teaming up with my mom all day, messing with me. Because I can't do it otherwise. What? Do you really think we are having fun? My mom was sick and her condition had been deteriorating recently, so even though I was prepared for it, but I just lost my mom. She had just turned 60. You had no idea how sad and painful it is to lose your mother and how much you feel like crying at any moment. I really wanted you to come home right away to support me. But you just had to go on a road trip, get stuck by a strike. I held back because I didn't want to make you worried. But it was all a lie. When I saw you comforting with that tramp at the restaurant, you know how shocked I was. I'm sorry. Do you think you can apologize and be forgiven? I can never forgive you for making me suffer like this. That woman and you. I have to make you suffer the pain of losing something. But, you know, we don't have to say goodbye at the pizza restaurant. Then where? A hotel? Shall we make a reservation? No. You've always been such a handful. Now you're going to do exactly as I say. Not that again. Trust me, I'll make sure Julie won't cry or rant. And we'll just quietly get up and leave the restaurant. Even though she's still complaining about the aftermath of what just happened, I don't think I should listen to you two. Don't worry. Trust me, I understand women's hearts best. What the hell is that? Who said? Repeat after me. You're such a slut messing with married men. You only deserve losers. Even pizza is a waste on you. Now, get lost. Huh? There's no way I can say that. Oh, right. Do you know where she lives and works? I know, but why? Of course, it's for the alimony claim. There's no way Julie can pay it. She's just a regular office lady. Okay, time for a short skit. One burrito, please. Okay, that'll be $6. I'm an ordinary office worker with no money, but I'm hungry. I'll eat it without paying. You can't do that, ma'am. You have to pay. I'm just an ordinary office worker. There's no way I can pay. Do you think that kind of logic will work in society? Well, that's how it is. Do you understand? What the heck are you trying to say? It's even harder to understand. Oh, well, I tried to make it understandable to you, but you're not very smart. Was it unnecessary? Oops. Hurry up and say what I just said. Every single word. You're such a slut messing with married men. You only deserve losers. Even pizza is a waste on you. Now, get lost. Dang, she's staring at me. Not only Julie, but all the customers are staring at me. I can't stop laughing at Julie's face. I can't take it. He really said that. What a jerk. Huh? But look, Julie left without saying anything. See? I told you so. What the hell is this? But this is okay, right? I'm gonna attend the funeral now. I'm so hungry after this breakup. We're gonna have pizza with all the relatives, right? Huh? 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 Your brain must be wired different for you to even be able to say that. Who do you think you are to come to my mom's funeral? I don't want you within a 1 kilometer radius of the ceremony hall. That wasn't the deal. No, there was no deal at all. When did anyone say things would be back to normal? You did. You said if I did what you said, you would let me off the hook with the alimony and stuff. I made no promises, and I don't want a husband like you. I'll divorce you as soon as possible. Then why did you make me and Julie break up? Of course, it's because I can't allow you to be happy. Didn't I say so? You made me so angry. You can't live on your own, can you? You're a housewife. You can't live without me. Don't worry about that. My mom's insurance will pay out. I'll use it as a stepping stone to get a job. There's an insurance payout? How much? 7 grand. Huh? That much? What about my share? Of course, 0. Are you stupid? I'm the beneficiary. This is for me and my dad. That's all. You're just an outsider. Could you keep quiet? What the heck? I'm your husband. You made me sick. Mom? Don't call me Mom, you piece of crap. I'm cutting you off as of today. Rach is my only daughter. If you have any financial problems, I'll support you, Rach. So, George, there's no need for you anymore, you cheating bastard. Mom, thanks, but I can't rely on you too much. I'm fine on my own. What are you talking about? If I hadn't given birth to that garbage, you wouldn't have had to go through all that trouble. I'll take responsibility as the manufacturer. It's cool, but I really can't take advantage of you. Hey, how long do I have to turn my back on you? Like, literally? Oh, don't turn around. I don't want to see your dirty face again. The moment you look at me, I'll pour Tabasco on you. I'll stain your Balenciaga t-shirt. My back has been itching too, probably from that filthy guy behind me. I don't want to go back to the funeral in a filthy state. Maybe I should take a shower before I go back. You're so mean. You're the one to talk. Think about what you've done. She's right. If you're even remotely late with your alimony payment, I'll take full responsibility. I'll make you disappear. I'm ashamed to have given birth to you. Please tell me you're kidding. No, I'm not. Why should I lie? Okay, you're wasting your time talking to him. We'll get a lawyer for the rest later. Let's get out of here. Hey, I got a pizza. That's right. I'm just trying to kill the time until the pizza is ready. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking to you. Come on, let's go. Wait a minute. Can I at least drop by to say goodbye to Emily? No need to. And don't call me Emily. I don't want to see your face. I'll never stop hating you for what you did to Rachel. What? What? Rach, that was... What was that? Why are you all confused? She was possessed. What the heck? I'm sorry, Mrs. Green. I'm so sorry. Please don't haunt me. What's wrong with this guy? Must have been a punishment from God. Rach, just go. Let's send your mom off with a clear mind. After that, we completed all the procedures for my mom's funeral, burial, insurance, and so on. I asked lawyer to file for alimony from George and Julie, and we divorced. I thought he would be a goner given his initial attitude at the pizza restaurant, but he agreed to the divorce and payment more easily than I expected. He said that my mom came down from heaven, possessed me, and scolded him. But I don't remember that at all. I got quite a bit of money from the alimony and insurance combined. I was able to get by for a while. I decided to use almost the entire amount for my mom's memorial service and for my dad's living expenses, who is about to retire. I found a new job and I'm now working hard. Mon and I are still good friends and we hang out often. We have fun together and heal the wounds of losing my mom.
Tony, are you still at work? Are you going to be late again today? Sorry, Kate. I got to work overtime again. It's going to take me a little longer. I don't need dinner. Oh, again? Did you cook already? Yes, I mean, it's 8 p.m. I've been a little busy with work lately, so I'm so sorry. I understand. But you can take the weekend off, right? Weekend? Yeah. We were talking about going to the movies for the first time in a while. Did you forget? Are you working on Saturday and Sunday? No, I don't need to work this weekend, but I need to go to my hometown on Saturday. What? Did something happen? I got a call that a friend from my hometown was in the hospital. I thought I'd go visit. I see. I'm sorry. It's okay, I don't blame you. What about Sunday? Can we go see a movie on Sunday? I don't think I can make it on Sunday either. Well... They are having a small reunion. I'll probably be back Sunday night. Are you staying at your parents'? No, I'm staying at a business hotel. Why? I'm sure your parents want to see you too. Well, you know, my dad's really strict. My mom and I don't really get along. I don't feel comfortable at home. I'm more relaxed at a hotel. I see. Well, I will just visit them and say hi. Okay. So I need you to do something for me. What's that? Will you pay for my hotel room and a little gift for my friend? What? I've been having meetings with my coworkers lately. I've spent all my allowance. I don't remember you spending that much money. Men need to socialize for work. Okay. I can't visit the hospital empty-handed, right? Well, I'll pay you back when I get paid next month. Okay. I called the hotel and got a reservation. I wasn't sure if any room was available because of the short notice, but I guess I was lucky. I'm so glad. What? There's a room available at a 3-star hotel you mentioned. I heard it's famous for its spa. I'm looking forward to it. What's going on? What? 3-star hotel with a spa? I thought you were staying at some franchise. Kate? Oh no. What? What do you mean, oh no? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It's a Holiday Inn with a spa. I didn't know such a hotel existed. Yeah, it's rare. I don't remember telling you about a hotel with a spa. That's funny. Was it someone else? Who did you mistake me for? It was a long time ago, so I must have been mistaken. Maybe I saw it on TV or something, and mistakenly thought I heard it from you. I didn't know that was possible. I've been so busy with work lately that I've had my hands full. My memory may be a little fuzzy. I'm sorry. I can't really remember. That's okay. Oops. Break time is over, so I have to go back to the office. So, you messaged me to let me know that you got a reservation? What's the big deal? No. I haven't returned to my hometown in a while, so I got carried away. I wanted to tell you, my wife, first. What's wrong? I thought you were acting kind of weird. I got a reservation at the Holiday Inn, that's all. You don't need to think too much about it. Okay. Hey, I just arrived at my parents' house. I'm glad you made it there safely. I'm sorry I couldn't keep my promise to go on a date with you. Let's go see a movie next time I get a day off. Okay, don't worry about it. Are you going to visit your friend now? Yeah, I'm going to the hospital with some friends from my hometown. After that, we'll go out for drinks. Then I will check in and just relax. Okay, have a good time. Oh, yeah. I wanted to let you know that I might not be able to answer my phone right away. What? What do you mean? I'm meeting my friends from my hometown that I haven't seen in a while. I don't want to worry about notifications on my phone. That's true. If you need me, just drop me a line. I will. Monica, I've already checked in. When are you getting here? Hey, Monica. I guess you're driving. Oh, yeah. My wife doesn't seem to notice. I'm glad my wife is dumb. She doesn't think her best friend and her husband. I told her this trip was to visit my friends. Of course, the money for the hotel was my wife's money. I'm so glad I married a handy ATM. I told her I needed the money to visit my friend. We can have so much fun together. Tony? Hi, Monica. I'm glad to hear that. You haven't replied for so long. I was worried you had an accident or something. Where are you now? I'm on my way. Tell me which hotel and your room number. What? We have been talking about this place for a long time. I gave you the room number before, but... I just want to make sure. It's room 505 at Mountain Spa and Resort. Thank you. Hi, Monica. Long time no see. Kate? What's going on? Is it wrong to contact you out of the blue? We've been friends since we were kids. That's true, but where are you now? Where am I? In a cab. Where are you going? That's none of your business. Tell me where you're going. What are you talking about? Are you heading to a hotel? What? How do you know? I knew it. What? What? You're planning to stay with my husband, aren't you? No. What are you talking about? I'm not messing with my best friend's husband. I'm staying there with my family. Unfortunately, I know everything. What? Tony misdirected his messages. Huh? Tony sent me the messages he meant to send to you. That's how I found out about the affair. No way! You knew about us? He is a real screw-up. He screwed up once and he's doing it again. That sucks. We were going to enjoy our trip together. I've known for a long time that you're slutty, but to make a move on a married man and on your best friend's husband, I guess you were worse than I thought. Oh, well, your husband is crazy about me. I'm going to have to borrow your precious husband. So, how long have you guys been dating? About a year. That long? That's right. Actually, I've had my eye on him since you guys invited me to your wedding. We exchanged our numbers at the after party. We kept in touch. I can't believe it. Stealing someone's husband? Stealing? Tony chose me over you. Well, I'm more attractive as a woman. A few days ago, Tony said he had to work late and didn't come home. Was he with you the whole time? That's right. We had a date. We went to a pub and stayed at a hotel. I made dinner and waited for him. He is such a jerk. I told you, he would rather spend time with me than you. Well then, I'm going to spend some time with your husband this weekend. We're going to relax at a spa. Okay. What? What do you mean, okay? Aren't you frustrated that your husband cheated on you? Aren't you angry or upset? You two are both jerks. I can't even get mad at you. You bothered to contact me. You were trying to stop me, right? Well, I'm sure of it. I'm sorry to hear that. There are resorts everywhere. There's no point in trying to get in our way. We are having a hot night tonight. You can have a lonely night. It's Mountain Spa and Resort. Huh? Room 505. Wait, how did you know? I pretended to be you when Tony misdirected the message. What? There's only one mountain spa and resort around. I'm sure it's expensive to stay there. That guy must have been trying to look good. It was my money, though. Excuse me? Turn back now. What? If you turn back now, I'll reduce the alimony. Alimony? If you ignore my advice and join Tony, the amount will increase. That's terrible! Are you threatening me? It's not a threat. My husband is cheating. I can demand alimony. But I quit my job. I'm unemployed. I know that. You don't last long with men or jobs. You know I have no money and you're asking for alimony? We're not best friends. I don't care about your situation. We're not best friends anymore. Do whatever you need to do to pay. Oh no! What are you going to do? Do you want to go and pay a lot? Or do you want to give up and go home? Fine. I'll just go home. And don't forget to block Tony on your phone. Messages and incoming calls. Why? I'm not even allowed to contact him? Oh, you're still trying to contact my husband at this point? Well, I'm offering to reduce your alimony. You're still planning to cheat? No, I'm not. I will block him right now. I'll also block incoming calls. In the future, if you contact him once more, I will increase the amount of alimony you'll have to pay. I understand.
Monica, are you okay? Maybe you got stuck in traffic? Well, we can stay in and have a relaxing date today. There's no need to rush. I can't wait to see you. I'm still thinking about it. If I had met you first, I never thought Kate would have a beautiful friend like you. You're so different from Kate. Well, she makes more than I do, so for now, it's safe to keep how it is. She works from home, so she can do the housework for me. I'm going to take advantage of Kate as long as she has money. They say love and marriage are separate, and it's true. Let's make out today. Just the two of us. I'm not leaving my wife, but I love you the most.
Huh? I hate you.
Huh?
Let's make out today, just the two of us? That's gross.
What's up with you all of a sudden, Monica?
Haven't you noticed yet?
What?
Such an idiot.
Huh?
Look at the icon.
That's the cat at your parents', right?
It's true that Monica and I are cat lovers. We both have a cat picture for our icons. But if you look closely, it's a different cat. How come you keep getting it wrong?
What?
You have been sending me these messages.
A misdirect?
Would it be easier to say, oops, you did it again?
I did it again?
It's me, Kate.
You're kidding.
You still don't get it? The picture on the icon is similar, but the name is totally different.
Ah, it's true, it's Kate.
I'm stunned. You finally noticed.
No.
What?
I have to let Monica know that you found out. She is on her way here right now.
She's not coming.
What?
There's no point in trying to contact her.
What?
I messaged Monica right after you misdropped the message. I made a deal with her to reduce the amount of alimony. Monica said she won't contact you anymore.
No, that's not it. This is not a joke. It's just... There's someone else I'm staying with, and we're in separate rooms. Monica just happens to be one of my friends.
Idiot. Monica can't be your local friend. She was my best friend since I was a kid.
Well,
I don't consider her my best friend now.
Please, Kate. I won't do this anymore, so please forgive me.
It's too late.
I was just playing around.
Really? You've been going out with her for a year.
You knew about this?
Monica told me just now.
Well, you should come to the hotel now.
Huh?
I changed my plan. I'm going to have fun with you all night tonight.
Don't say that.
What? What's better than a trip with your wife?
Are you kidding me? You want me to spend time at a hotel you were supposed to have an affair?
Well...
That's why I'm not going, but your father is on his way instead.
What? My father?
Yes.
Why is my father coming?
You lied about visiting a friend in your hometown, but I guess it's true that you visited your parents. The hotel is only a half-hour drive from your parents' house. Your father said he'll be there soon.
Oh, hey.
He's agreed to keep you under his supervision for the time being.
Keep me under his supervision?
I don't want to live with a cheating bastard like you.
You're going to kick me out of the house?
That's why I called your father. Your father said he's going to talk to his stupid son.
Seriously? I don't want to live at my parents' house.
At least you have a place to stay. You should be thankful.
What about my work? Do you know how long it takes me to get from my parents' house to work?
2 hours one way. It's not that far.
No way.
Then why don't you rent an apartment? You don't have the money anyway, do you? You spent all the money on Monica. You've probably run through your savings.
But...
Well, now that we don't have to worry about anything, let's settle this quickly.
Settle?
An alimony.
What?
I want a divorce.
Divorce? Are you serious?
You were unfaithful to me. You deserve it.
Kate, please. It was a one-time mistake.
One time? You've been dating Monica for a year.
I wasn't serious about her. You're the only one I really love. You are such a kind person. You'll forgive me, right? I can't live without you.
You can't live without my hard-earned money.
No, that's not true. That makes it sound like we married for money.
You said you were with me because I make more money. You made it clear.
That's just...
And I work from home, so I do the housework. I guess I was a convenient ATM and housekeeper for you.
That's not true.
Oh, I think your father is about to arrive.
What? Seriously, my dad is here?
Yeah, he said he's staying in room 505.
That's the room I'm in.
Why don't you stay with your father?
I don't want to. I don't want to spend time with my father. You can't be serious. Is this why you asked me, knowing I sent the wrong message?
Yep.
Damn you.
Damn you? Can you really say that to me?
Oh, no. I'll never cheat on her again. Don't divorce me. Let's make this work.
I said that earlier, didn't I?
Huh?
I hate you.
Well...
My lawyer will be there later.
Oh no, you're kidding.
I'm going to charge you a huge fee. You'll have to go through my lawyer from now on.
I can't pay alimony.
Oh, yeah. And I'll be collecting all your hotel bills for today and all your expenses later. Bye.
Wait a minute. Is this even possible? Don't divorce me.
After this, my father-in-law and Tony had a long conversation. Then, he was dragged out of the hotel and taken directly to his parents' house. Then again, Tony had to talk with his parents. Thanks to the cooperation of my father-in-law and an excellent lawyer, the divorce was quickly finalized and the alimony was paid in one lump sum. Of course, I filed for alimony to Monica, who had been having an affair with Tony. Monica was unemployed, so her parents paid the alimony on her behalf. Monica's parents found out that she had been sleeping with her best friend's husband and kicked her out. She is now desperately paying off her debts. I, on the other hand, moved out of the apartment I was living in with my husband. I moved as far away as I could. I work from home and can work from anywhere. I am going to do my best to make a fresh start in a new environment. According to what my father-in-law told me, my ex-husband, who couldn't stand the cramped life at his parents' house, stormed into our old apartment. When he found out I was no longer there, he went back to his parents' house in tears. My ex-husband is still under the strict supervision of his parents. He is still living a hard life, commuting 2 hours daily to work.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Alice, can I talk to you right now? Do you have a moment? Sure, what's up, Riley? We're having an important gathering at our place soon. I need you to handle everything. Cooking, cleaning, shopping, all of it. That's your job, isn't it? Next weekend? But it might be tough for me to handle everything by myself. That's why you're here, because we're busy. Are you trying to say you're useless? Or are you admitting you can't pull your weight? That's not what I meant. I just thought, if it's going to be a big event, maybe it would be better to hire a professional. Excuse me? A professional? Who's going to pay for such a ridiculous expense? You married into this family, so it's only natural that you do it. I know, but could you at least give me specific details about the event? Jesus! Do I really need to explain it to you? It's simple. Make the living room spotless, like a model home, and serve a luxurious gourmet-style meal. If you embarrass our guests, there will be consequences. Gourmet-style meal? I don't think I could possibly prepare something like that. Oh, really? Are you saying you can't do it? If you can't, then leave this house. We're not paying you to be here, you know. Leave? How can you say that? Do you even understand your position here? Do you expect us to be grateful to you? If you can't fulfill your role as a wife, there's no value in your presence. It's not about gratitude or anything like that. It's just, there's a limit to what I can do. A limit? Stop acting so spoiled. Saying it's too much for just one person? You're absolutely useless. But even my living expenses are stretched thin. It's so hard to make ends meet. Oh? Are you saying we're cheap or something? You're so shameless. You should be grateful you can live here without a job. That's not what I meant. Whatever. Oh, and make sure to prepare my clothes too. Wash and iron them perfectly. And of course, check my accessories and shoes as well. Do I actually have to go through all of that? Obviously. Do you have any idea how much effort we put into accepting you here? If you can't do it, well, you better be ready for the consequences. Okay, I'll try my best. Oh, and one more thing. Before my friends arrive, make sure to weed the garden. I don't care how long it takes. Hey, Alice, where are you right now? You're seriously useless, you know that? Why are you so slow? How long does it take to go shopping? I'm so sorry. The thing is, the cream donuts you wanted were sold out at the usual store, so I'm looking at another store right now. It's taking me longer than expected. What? Do you have any idea how much I was looking forward to those donuts? And now you're telling me they're sold out? You should have done something about it, like asking the staff to hold them for you ahead of time. I'm sorry. I did try asking, but they said they don't do holds. I didn't have many options at that moment, so I figured I'd check out another store. I can't believe you. You're always missing something, always so useless. I only tolerate you because you're Liam's wife. If not for that, you'd have been kicked out ages ago. I'm sorry, but I just can't find them anywhere. I tried looking at other stores too, but they're sold out everywhere. Fine, just come back. I'm so irritated, but whatever. If you have time to waste doing useless stuff, hurry up and start dinner. And don't even think about being late. Okay, but since I'll be taking the bus from where I am now, it might take a little while. What? Why aren't you using a car? As Liam's wife, you should always have a car ready to take care of the family, no matter the situation. Liam is using the car for work, so I had no choice but to take the bus today. I'm sorry. Unbelievable! That's way too slow. For heaven's sake, just take a taxi. I don't even want to hear about it taking longer. I'm sorry. It's just that I don't have any cash for a taxi right now. Seriously? You're 24, aren't you? And you don't even have taxi money? Well, I quit my job when I got married to focus on housework. So I only use the money my husband gives me, but it's a little tight. What did you just say? Are you implying Liam is cheap or something? No, that's not what I meant. Who do you think you have to thank for being able to live without working? That's true, but with the amount I'm getting now, I can't do anything. You don't need to do anything. I mean, are you seriously complaining to us? Don't you have any gratitude? You should be thankful we're keeping a high school dropout like you around as a housekeeper. It's not that I'm ungrateful, but someone like you, a high school dropout with no parents, should consider it a miracle to even have a decent life. And yet, thinking you can live an even better private life? That's beyond arrogant. You don't have to go that far. Just hurry up and come back. Oh, and by the way, we're hosting an important gathering at our house soon, so you'll need to prepare properly for that, including the food. None of your usual embarrassing meals. Get ready to make something like gourmet-style cuisine. Gourmet-style cuisine? I don't think I can manage that. Wouldn't it be better to order from a restaurant? What? Are you saying you won't listen to my orders? By the way, what kind of gathering is it? You don't need to know. I'll tell you later if I feel like it. Fine.
Hey, do you remember me? I'm so sorry for letting so much time pass without reaching out. I've been so caught up with work. It's been a while.
Of course I remember you. Has it really been 2 years since we last talked? How have you been?
Yes, I've been doing well.
The last time we spoke, was it when I got married?
That's right. You reached out to let me know about your wedding. I was so surprised back then. It felt like I was seeing a grown-up version of you, and it made me genuinely happy. I've wanted to thank you a few times since then, but I kept hesitating, thinking it might be rude.
I see. So it's already been 2 years since I got married. Time really does fly by, but it makes me happy and a little nostalgic that you reached out like this, Gabriel.
Actually, the reason I contacted you this time is because I have some news to share.
Oh? What is it?
I'm getting married.
What? Really? That's such wonderful news. Congratulations.
Thank you. It seems like fate brought us together.
That's amazing. Knowing you, Gabriel, I'm sure your partner is a wonderful person. I'm curious to know more about her, but more than that, I'm truly happy that you're moving forward toward happiness.
To be honest, I really struggled with the thought of whether someone like me should get married. I kept thinking about whether I truly deserve to feel happy.
You're still thinking about my father, aren't you?
Yes. I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for your father. When I think about how, if I hadn't been there, your father might still be alive and well, it pains me deeply. I just can't let go of that thought. Even when I was deciding to get married, it crossed my mind.
Neither my father nor I hold any resentment about that. If anything, I'm proud that my father chose to help you back then. He made the decision to save a life, and he never regretted it. And I believe that seeing you finding happiness like this is something my father is smiling about from heaven right now.
I hope that's true.
Well, let's make this the last time we stay in contact.
What?
At first, we exchanged letters because you were concerned about me.
Back then, you were still in elementary school, and I had no idea what to do. All I could do was express my gratitude through letters.
Now we've been keeping in touch through WhatsApp, but I think it's time to stop that too. We both have families now, and I wouldn't want your wife to misunderstand.
No, that's not something you need to worry about.
You've built a wonderful career and found happiness. That alone is enough for both my father and me. Is there anything troubling you? Huh? If there's anything I can do, please let me know. I want to support you however I can. Thank you. Just hearing those words means so much to me. Knowing I have someone on my side gives me strength. I'll do anything for you, so if you ever need help, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you, and I wish you happiness for years to come. Hey, about what we talked about the other day, do you think you can handle it? Of course, no isn't an option, right? Think you can whip up some delicious gourmet-style cuisine? Well, I can manage something simple, but reaching restaurant-level quality might be a bit tough. What are you talking about? This is a once-in-a-lifetime important event for me. I can't have you cutting corners with some cheap workaround. You better deliver something top-notch. That's your job. If you can't, I'll kick you out of this house. What? In that case, wouldn't it be better to hire a professional? Then what's your worth? If you can't follow our orders, there's no reason for us to keep you in this house. You should be grateful we even let someone with such low education stay here as a housekeeper. Why would you say something like that? When Liam and I got engaged and I came to greet the family, you and your parents welcomed me so warmly. It made me so happy and I thought I could do my best in this house. But even Liam said at first that he would protect me, and yet before I knew it, he started siding with you, treating me like I'm just someone to order around. Why did everything change so much? Nothing's changed. You're the one who got your hopes up on your own. That was the plan all along. Excuse me? What do you mean by all along? Do you really think we were being genuinely kind? It was all fake, obviously. We only acted that way to pull you into this house. Did you seriously think we were actually welcoming you? That's ridiculous. Fake? Was that really your intention all along? That's right. My parents are getting old, and I didn't want to deal with housework myself. We considered getting a housekeeper for a while, but then we realized it would be an extra expense. So we figured it'd be better to find someone we could use for free. When I heard you were dating Liam, I thought it was the perfect opportunity. You don't have any parents, and if we made you quit your job, you'd have nowhere else to go, right? Once that happened, you'd have no choice but to obey us. That was our plan from the very beginning. I can't believe this. You were planning my life out like that? It's not so much a plan as realizing you were useful to us. But to say such things about me not having parents? Your parents dying actually worked out well for us. If they were alive, they'd probably try to take you back home or cause all kinds of trouble, right? It's lucky for us that they're gone. Please, don't say things like that. My parents were precious to me. They worked so hard to raise me no matter the struggles. I can't stand hearing them insulted. Oh, are you really that upset? They're gone now, so what's the big deal? No matter how much it bothers you, it doesn't change the reality. Please stop speaking about my father like that. He raised me all by himself and gave me a proper upbringing. But didn't he die when you were in elementary school? What a pathetic life he had, right? My father died saving someone else's life. You can say whatever you want about me, I don't care. But if you insult my father, I will never forgive you. And what if you don't forgive me? What does that even mean? Just so you know, if you get violent or something, you'll be done for. I'm actually marrying a lawyer. A lawyer? You're marrying a lawyer? That's right. And you know what? The upcoming gathering is for introducing my fiancé to my parents. That's why I'm thinking of serving up some fancy gourmet dishes. Maybe some elegant cuisine or something really special. After all, He's a super elite lawyer from a prestigious university. Oh, and don't worry. I'll be explaining your role to him too during the introduction. I'll let him know you're here to serve as our personal servant. Stop it. I'm not your slave, and I never agreed to such a thing. Anyway, quit complaining and just make the gourmet meal I asked for. Got it? If you keep talking back, I'll make sure you regret it. If you think I'm going to keep obeying you forever, you're sorely mistaken. Hey, what's going on all of a sudden? I don't get it. Gabriel, what happened? You left without a word and my parents were totally shocked. Are you kidding me? I never want to see your face again. The wedding is completely off. What? What are you talking about? We love each other. We decided to get married. You can't just say something like that out of the blue. What happened? At least tell me the reason. I was shocked. When I visited your family's home, I saw the fancy gourmet meal you prepared. For that, I was initially grateful. But what truly stunned me wasn't the food. It was the moment I saw the woman who brought it out. Oh, her? That's my brother's wife. Did I not mention her? But honestly, she's completely useless. She's really just meant for doing chores around the house. That's why I told you, didn't I? You can treat her like a servant. She doesn't have a will of her own, so you might as well make good use of her. Don't be ridiculous. How can you say something so cruel to her? Aren't you ashamed of yourself as a human being? Do you realize what she's had to overcome to be in this place? It's something you really can't comprehend. Calling her a slave is something I will never forgive. Apologize to her right now. What? Until you apologize to her, I refuse to have anything to do with you or your family. Wait, hold on. What are you talking about? How do you even know her? Yeah, I met her a long time ago. What? How could someone as elite as you have ever crossed paths with someone like her, a high school dropout? Let me tell you, when I was younger, Alice's father saved my life. Saved your life? What do you mean? When I was in school, I had this crazy experience where a guy came at me with a knife out of nowhere. Alice's father, who was a police officer at the time, stepped in and protected me. He shielded me from the attacker at the cost of his own life. The attacker was arrested shortly after by another officer, but her father was stabbed in a way that caused fatal injuries. He didn't make it. I survived because of him, but Alice lost her father that day. That experience inspired me to become a lawyer, to help and save others, just like her father did for me. To me, Alice's father is not only my savior, but also a mentor figure. And you? I can't believe you had the nerve to refer to his daughter as a slave. What were you thinking? I see. So that's how you two know each other. That's right. Since then, we've stayed in touch from time to time. At first, I was the one sending letters, expressing my gratitude and apologies. Eventually, she started replying to me. When I heard she got married, I was truly happy for her. And now, to find out she's been treated like this, I can't believe it. All right. I admit we've been a bit cold toward her. I'll apologize for that, so please come back. Don't say you're canceling the wedding. Enough. No matter what you say, my feelings won't change. First, apologize to her for everything. What happened today and everything up until now. Only after that will we even talk about the wedding. All right, I understand. I'll apologize to her right now. Please, just give me a second. Hey, what are you going to do about this? Because of you, something completely unexpected happened. What am I supposed to do now? I'm honestly shocked. I never imagined that your fiancé would turn out to be Gabriel. But I still don't quite understand how things got to this point between you two. That's the thing. He's absolutely furious, and now he's threatening to call off the wedding entirely. I never thought something so trivial would escalate into this kind of disaster. Something so trivial, you say? Did he forgive you? No, not yet. That's why I need your help. Could you please reach out to Gabriel directly and clear up this misunderstanding? You want me to do that? Yes. Just tell him that everything that happened was just us joking around. If he hears that from you, I'm sure he'll calm down and understand. You can explain it well, can't you? Just say that we're always teasing each other and laughing like a close-knit family. If you tell him that, he'll definitely get it. I really think that's the best way to fix this, don't you? I'm sorry. I can't say something like that. What? What did you just say? You heard me, Riley. What? All you have to do is say one simple thing, and this whole problem will be resolved. If it means Gabriel and I can get married without issues, then that's all that matters. What's the problem? I'm sorry, but I've known Gabriel for a long time, and I know him very well. Because of that, I can't lie to him like this. Betraying him like that is something I can't bring myself to do. What does knowing Gabriel have to do with this? Gabriel is like a savior to me. There's no way I could say something that would hurt him. Knowing how much he values honesty and integrity, I can't bring myself to lie. It would betray everything he stands for. And so what? Gabriel became a lawyer because he wanted to be like my father. He sacrifices his sleep and works tirelessly to protect the vulnerable. I don't want someone like you to marry him. After years of struggling with the guilt about my father, Gabriel finally found the courage to take the step toward marriage, and I was genuinely happy for him. But you're not the right person for him. Let's be honest. What you're really after is the status of being a lawyer's wife and his income, isn't it? Of course it is. What's wrong with that? He's just some boring guy who only has his seriousness going for him. What else is there to want from him? That's not true. Gabriel has so many wonderful qualities. Oh, really? So you're betraying me now? I'm not betraying you. I'm simply saying that I can't lie to Gabriel. He's like a savior to me as well. Do you know how much his words have helped me through tough times? So please, take responsibility for earning back Gabriel's trust on your own. I won't help you. You've got to be kidding me. What are you going to do if I can't get married because of you? I won't do anything. Everything is your own responsibility. Fine. You've brought this on yourself. From now on, I'll make your life a living hell. I'll push you so far you won't even be able to live with a sane mind. Say what you want, but my decision won't change. Hey, you're such a useless slob. How long are you planning to laze around? Where are you and what are you doing? It's already dinner time. Get back here and cook. Excuse me? Why should I? Why? Are you kidding me? We're starving here and it's making me irritated. It's your job as someone we treat like a housekeeper to keep us fed. That's the whole reason you're in this house. So get back here and make us dinner. Besides, I'm already stressed out because the wedding might be called off. You should be thoughtful enough to realize that and start helping without being told. Otherwise, you're completely useless. Anyway, cut the excuses and get back here right now. There's no need for me to return to your house anymore. Excuse me? What kind of nonsense are you spouting? You've got to be joking. No, I'm serious. I've left the divorce papers in my room. Please let Liam know to file them. That will resolve everything. I'm done putting up with your unreasonable behavior, so I'll be leaving your house for good. What is this? Are you seriously thinking about this? How do you plan to survive on your own if you leave this house? I'm not willing to endure this any longer. I've put up with unbearable days for far too long. I've no intention of continuing a life filled with insults and unreasonable treatment. No matter how big of a decision this is, I won't hesitate anymore. What are you talking about? Fine, go ahead and leave, but where will you live? What can you even do? I've already found a job. Oh, I'm sure it's just some pathetic part-time gig, right? No, I've been offered a position as a secretary at a law firm. A law firm? That's right, at Gabriel's law firm. What? Gabriel has always been kind and told me to reach out if I ever needed help. Until now, I hesitated because I didn't want to impose or seem like I was taking advantage of his generosity. But this time, I decided to rely on him. I told him about the divorce, leaving the house, and asked for advice about what to do next. And as a result, he offered me a position at his firm. Now I'll be able to live independently. No way! With this, I can finally cut ties with all of you. From now on, you'll have to take care of the household chores yourselves. Wait, are you really serious about getting a divorce and leaving this house? Of course, my decision is final. Fine, whatever. It's not like you were anything more than a servant anyway. You being here or not doesn't make a difference. I see. In that case, please inform Liam about the divorce as well. Hey, Alice! You've got to be kidding me! I can't believe what you've done! What is the meaning of this? Huh? What are you talking about? Why am I being sued by you? Ah, so you've received the complaint then. A court date will be scheduled soon, so please make sure you're prepared. You've got to be kidding me! What did I even do to deserve this? I took care of you and let you live under my roof. While I was living with my in-laws, you constantly harassed and tormented me, didn't you? As a result, I suffered significant emotional distress, so I'm filing a claim for damages to compensate for it. I didn't do anything like that! Actually, I've been keeping a diary, and I've documented every cruel remark and action you directed at me. When I showed it to Gabriel, he said it could be used as evidence of harassment. What? You really kept a record of all that? Yes. I've always had a habit of writing everything down in my diary. It just so happens that this time, it became crucial evidence. I have detailed records of every word and action from you. When Gabriel saw it, he told me I have every right to pursue compensation for the emotional damage I suffered. This can't be happening. There's no way I can afford to pay damages. It would ruin my life. Why are you doing this? That's not my concern. I'm simply making a rightful claim against you. Considering everything you've done to me, don't you think this is only fair? Please, I'm begging you, drop the lawsuit. Yes, we've had our issues, but we lived under the same roof as family. Can't you show me a little compassion? Being family doesn't mean you're free to do whatever you want without consequences. It seems you've misunderstood that. Fine, but because of all this, I've lost my fiancé. My relationship with you is broken and I have no idea how to move forward from here. That's something you'll have to figure out for yourself. It's no longer my concern. How can you be so cold? It's not about being cold. The reason I've resolved to take this step is simple. Because you insulted my father. You may never understand how much he was respected, but I can never forgive you for the way you belittled him. You think you can get away with this without consequences? And what exactly are you planning to do? Surely you're not thinking of resorting to violence, are you? If you keep pushing your luck, I'll show you what I'm capable of when it comes down to it. I wouldn't recommend that. I have Gabriel on my side. someone I can rely on. If you try anything reckless, everything will come to an end for you right then and there. Just you wait! Feel free to try. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Still, I never thought someone like you could go this far. I didn't think I'd go this far either. But enduring all those unreasonable days taught me what I need to do now. From here on, I won't sacrifice myself for anyone else's sake. Goodbye, Riley. I won my lawsuit, and now Riley has to cough up a hefty sum in damages. Though she refused to acknowledge her wrongdoing until the very end, she had no choice but to remain silent when the evidence was presented in court. Lacking the financial means to pay, she ended up selling off her designer goods and luxury items to cover the compensation. As for the household I left behind, without me, the entire structure of chores and responsibilities fell apart. Riley and Liam spent their days blaming each other for the chaos. On top of everything, Riley, who was really cocky and always showing off, had her nasty treatment of me laid bare for the neighbors to see, and now she's totally isolated. Her previously lavish lifestyle was no longer sustainable, and I heard that neighbors often gossip about her behind her back. It's even said that people laugh when they see Riley shopping in the local stores. As for me, I've been liberated from that toxic household and am now living a peaceful and fulfilling life. I don't think Riley will ever understand the pain and unfairness I experienced, but I firmly believe that people like her must be held accountable for their actions. I've learned to treasure my own life, and with my father's teachings always in my heart, I aim to become someone who can help others in their time of need.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hey, can we talk for a sec?
Sure, what's up?
Do you think you could come over this weekend and help me out with cleaning and laundry? I'm pregnant, you know, and honestly, I'm so exhausted. Can't do anything.
Excuse me? Why should I be the one to do that? It's your house, Nancy. Isn't it normal to handle your own stuff?
Geez, I'm pregnant. Have you ever even thought about how hard it is? I can barely move, and if the people around me don't help, I'm completely hopeless. We're family, Liz. Isn't it just natural for you to pitch in?
Look, I get that being pregnant is hard, but I can't wrap my head around this idea that you can demand help like it's owed to you.
Demand? What do you mean? We're relatives, aren't we? Helping each other is what we do, and honestly, it's not like you have anything else going on, right? You could spare a little time. It wouldn't kill you.
I said that because the way you say makes it sound like you only care about your own convenience.
Ugh, seriously? You're so difficult. How can you just stand there and do nothing for me? I can't believe how heartless you are. You have no idea how much I'm struggling.
I do understand you're struggling, but if that's the case, wouldn't it make more sense to ask for help with a little gratitude?
Gratitude? Are you kidding? Do you think I have the luxury to stop and thank people right now? All I need is for you to step up and make my life easier. That's your obligation. Period.
Throwing around words like obligation so lightly doesn't sit right with me. You made the choice to get pregnant, and that comes with responsibilities. You need to own them.
Oh my god, what's that supposed to mean? Are you saying I should just suck it up and do everything on my own? Supporting each other is part of the deal. Or are you saying you don't even see me as a family?
Supporting each other is important, but forcing it on me is a whole different story. And frankly, your attitude is a big part of the problem.
You know what? Forget it. Talking to someone that's cool as you is a total waste of time. I shouldn't have even bothered.
All right then. If that's how you feel, I won't say another word.
Good. The less stress you add to my life, the better. So just keep quiet and stay out of my way.
Wow, you've got some nerve showing up here.
Talk about thick skin, huh? What are you even doing here? Coming to mooch under the guise of bringing a baby gift? Don't bring your poverty anywhere near my baby. It might rub off, you know.
Nancy, how could you say something like that? We came here to congratulate you and your baby, to share in your joy. The moment we walked in, you told us to leave because we're poor? I never thought I'd hear something so ridiculous.
Oh, please. You and Jake might be siblings, but your parents are divorced. You didn't even grow up together, so stop pretending we're some big happy family. Your shallow attempt to show up here is just annoying.
Yeah, our parents divorced and we had to live apart for financial reasons, but we've made an effort to see each other every 6 months, and every time I felt the bond of family. To reduce all that to call us an impoverished family is just beyond insulting. Looking down on people like that is unbelievable.
Unbelievable or not, it's the truth. I've been through the struggles of being raised by a single mom, so I know your type. Single-parent families have it rough, and don't tell me you're not here hoping for money under the pretense of celebrating the baby.
How can you jump to conclusions like that? We didn't come here to ask for anything. We just wanted to welcome a new life into our family. Why are you twisting it into something malicious?
Oh, come on. It's so obvious. You're just here for your own benefit, using my baby as an excuse. And don't even get me started on your mom suddenly wanting to see her grandchild. She didn't even raise Jake, so give me a break. It's nothing but a ploy to mooch.
Wanting to see her grandchild is a natural feeling for a grandmother, isn't it? We didn't come here for anything else, and certainly not for money. I can't understand why you have such a negative view of us.
Because single-parent families are always a mess. You're poor and you're failures. Period. I, on the other hand, worked hard to escape that fate. I snagged a man with a fat paycheck. That's why I won't let you ruin everything I built with your freeloading ways.
Wait a second. Are you serious right now? Didn't you marry Jake because you love him? Wasn't it about building a family, about love and connection?
Love? Are you joking? There's nothing to love about him. The only thing I care about is that he's rich. As long as he keeps me financially comfortable, that's all I care about. Other than that, I don't love him. Not one bit. And that's exactly why I can't let people like you mooch and ruin things.
What on earth are you saying? He isn't just a paycheck. He's not here just to fund your life.
To me, he is. As long as the money keeps coming, who cares? Now get lost. You're all so annoying. Oh, and don't expect to see my baby ever again. I won't mention a word about you guys to her because you all don't exist.
Fine. We're done here. I'm cutting ties.
How nice of you.
I've seen your true colors.
Oh, is that so? Well, great. This works out perfectly for me.
Well, what's going on, Liz? I saw you earlier walking out in tears, and just couldn't ignore it. I hope I'm not prying too much, but what's wrong? Are you alright? I worry something terrible happened.
Ken, thank you. I'm sorry for making you worry about me. Just knowing you care, it really means a lot.
There's no need to apologize. Your sister-in-law gave birth today, right? It should have been a happy occasion, but seeing you so upset, I couldn't help but wonder if something unexpected happened. I know it's none of my business, but as your longtime neighbor, I couldn't just let it go.
Just knowing someone cares is comforting enough. Truly, thank you. The truth is, I went to the hospital earlier to meet the baby. As soon as I walked into the room, I was met with coldness and insults I never saw coming.
Oh, jeez. That's terrible. On such a joyous day to be treated that way. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here to listen. Don't keep it bottled up. It'll only make it worse, you know.
Thank you, Ken. To tell you the truth, my mom and I went there to congratulate Nancy, but instead she looked down on us, calling us poor, and basically threw us out. No matter what we said, she wouldn't listen.
Are you serious? Can't believe someone so rude and thoughtless exists in this world. That's unbelievable. Who does this disrespectful woman think she is? She insulted you, called you poor, and had the audacity to kick you out when you did nothing wrong. There's no way you or your mom deserve to be treated like that. As your longtime neighbor and someone who's spent years playing chess with your grandpa, I know your family well, and I know for a fact you're nothing like that. I'm so sorry you had to go through such an awful experience.
Thank you, Ken. Hearing that really means a lot. Even if she's going through a sensitive time after giving birth, there are still lines you don't cross. And honestly, she doesn't even see my brother as a husband or a partner, just as a cash machine. That's what makes me so angry. He's been through so much and he finally found some happiness, only for her to treat him like this.
The way she acts, it's clear that her heart is the one that's truly poor. People like that can be unpredictable. If you ever need support or just someone to talk to, I'm here, okay?
Your kindness really helps. Thank you. This whole situation has given my mom and me a lot to think about. We must reevaluate how we handle our relationship with her moving forward.
Hey, I need to ask you something. I can't believe what I just heard. It's beyond ridiculous.
Nancy, what's going on?
What's going on? Are you kidding me? I heard you and your mom were financially supporting us? What's that about?
That's not news. Jake must have told you before. Mom wanted to help with a part of the childbirth expenses, at least to support her son and his wife. Why are you acting so shocked?
I knew about that, sure. But I figured it was just a small token since you're a single-parent family. But I found out how much it actually was and... Seriously, what the heck? How do people like you just fork over that kind of money? There's no way you should have that kind of cash lying around.
It wasn't something we just handed over on a whim. It was a thoughtful decision we made to help. And for the record, we're not poor. Thanks to my grandparents leaving us an inheritance, we have some financial stability.
An inheritance? How much are we talking about?
It's not just the inheritance. Mom's worked her tail off all her life, ensuring we have a stable life. Her parents were landowners, and now she manages their assets after inheriting them. That's given us some savings, but that's all.
An inheritance? How lucky for you. If you've got that much money, you could have given us more.
You're the one who rejected us, remember? You flat out said we don't exist. Or did you forget? Mom considered you part of the family when you married Jake. That's why she wanted to make sure you two wouldn't struggle and help out. But when you declared we were nothing but impoverished nuisance, well, that changed everything. If we're as you say, then there's no reason for us to keep helping you, right? We're not so well off that we can just throw money at people who don't even consider us family.
What's that supposed to mean? If you committed to helping, you should see it through. Do you know how much childbirth and raising a kid costs? Are you just going to ignore us?
You're the one who wanted nothing to do with us first. And honestly, we might really end up as strangers soon.
What are you talking about? Hey, this has to be your doing. I won't let you get away with this. You've been feeding him lies, haven't you? What kind of person tries to ruin someone else's marriage? Are you out of your mind?
Hello, Nancy. Calm down. What exactly are you talking about?
Oh, don't play dumb. Jake just told me he wants to separate. He said we won't do it right away because the baby's still so young. But unless I apologize to you and your mom, he's taking the baby and leaving.
Ah, yes. I heard about that. I told him he's welcome to stay with us if he needs a place. But that's it. I never suggested separation, and honestly, he's the one who brought it up.
Don't lie to me. There's no way I can believe that. You brainwashed him, didn't you? He's never said anything like this before.
Brainwashed? Do you even know what that means? It takes constant influence and close contact to even be possible. We've lived apart for years and only see each other maybe twice a year. There's no way I could have brainwashed him, and frankly, I wouldn't even try.
Then why is this happening?
Maybe because you've been neglecting him and his family? When I showed him those texts you sent, he was devastated, you know? And it's not just that. He's been bothered by your behavior and attitude for a long time. This might have been the final straw, but it sounds like his feelings have been drifting away for a while.
What are you even talking about?
He told me he doesn't feel loved by you anymore. But he kept hoping things would change, especially with the baby coming. But you admitted you don't love him. Of course he felt that. How could he not?
So what? That's why I had a child. I knew he wouldn't consider divorce so easily if we had a baby, so I went through with it.
So you didn't have the baby because you wanted a child with him, but because you wanted leverage.
Exactly. Do you think I'd let a high earner like him get away? I'd do whatever it takes to keep him, even go through childbirth.
Everyone has their own reasons for wanting children, I suppose. I won't judge your choices, but I hope Jake can come to terms with your perspective.
Liz, is something bothering you again? Lately, you've seemed really out of it. Are you okay? You've been sighing a lot, and even your morning hellos feel a bit off.
Sorry, Ken. I just had a lot on my mind.
Is it about Nancy again?
Yeah, she and Jake are really clashing right now. Honestly, he's too kind. He wouldn't even mention separation unless things were really serious. I think he's been struggling with this for a long time. By fighting like this when there's a newborn involved, it's just so unfair to the baby. He knows that too, which is probably why he's so torn.
It's like an extension of a big marital argument. Don't get me wrong. What Nancy said to you and your mom was completely unacceptable. But at the same time, it's not like there's a clear specific wrongdoing on either side.
Exactly. Nancy's behavior is inexcusable, but there's no legal issue here. At the core, it's just a clash of values and prejudices. And as much as I hate to admit it, even her reasons for wanting a child aren't something I can outright judge.
Speaking of that, why do you think she wanted a child in the first place?
What do you mean?
Well, saying she wanted a baby to avoid divorce is one way to look at it, but what led her to think divorce was even a possibility? It makes me wonder if she felt there was some major reason for that fear. I can't help but be suspicious.
You're right. If she was thinking about preventing a divorce, she must have felt it was a real possibility. But I've never heard Jake say he wanted a divorce before. Sure, they'd argue sometimes, but it never seemed like their marriage was completely failing apart.
Let me do a little digging. I'm pretty good at looking into things like this.
Oh no, that's not necessary. Stuff like that takes time and effort, and I couldn't ask you to...
Don't worry about it. Honestly, I'm just a bored old guy since your grandpa passed. No chess buddies left, so I've got nothing but time to kill. Consider it a hobby of mine.
Hey, what did you do this time? Why are you always meddling in things that aren't your business? What's with that photo? Jake just showed me some weird pictures.
Weird pictures? You mean the proof of your affair, right? I gave them to him. You two should have a serious talk.
What are you talking about? Those are obviously fake. Are you so upset about losing your brother that you had to make up lies?
Actually, I wanted him to get married if it meant he'd be happy. And no, the evidence isn't fake. The person who gave them to me sent the raw data too.
There's no way. They're fake, I'm sure of it.
Nope, I can guarantee they're not. Want to know why? Because the person who provided them is a retired detective.
What?
Yeah, he's my neighbor. Apparently, he used to be a federal agent. He's an expert at surveillance and knows how to operate without crossing legal lines. So, the photos are obtained legally. And if you still want to argue they're fake, he's happy to send over the raw data as proof.
A Fed agent? You've got to be kidding me. You never mentioned it knowing someone like that.
I didn't think I needed to.
You've got to be joking. Now I can't even claim they're fake. Because of you, Jake left me. What are you going to do about it? I have a newborn, for crying out loud.
You're the one who betrayed him. And as for the baby, he said he offered to take her, but you threw a tantrum, yelling nonsense like you were some kind of hostage. He couldn't take her because of you. He finally had a shot at happiness, and you destroyed it. Now you can face the consequences.
Look, how much more are you planning to make me suffer? Jake's there with you, isn't he? Bring him out right now.
He's not here. Maybe he's at Dad's house. He said he didn't want to bother us too much.
He's not there, that's why I'm asking you.
Then I don't know, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
You better find him. I'm in this mess because of him.
Oh, you're still fighting over the divorce, right?
Of course. I don't want it, no way. I even hired a lawyer, but he refuses to attend the meetings and says his lawyer will handle it all.
That's because he's given up trying to have a reasonable conversation with you. I heard about what happened during the first meeting. You insulted him, called him a heartless scumbag who's abandoning his child, and then threw coffee at him. Can you blame him for not wanting to show up again?
So what if I threw coffee at him? It's not that big of a deal.
I can. Do you have a moment?
Oh, Liz, what's on your mind?
I have a question for you.
What is it? Ask away. If this old man can help, I'll do my best.
Well, is it easy to prove domestic violence?
Domestic violence? If there's a medical report, that can serve as evidence, but why do you ask?
It seems Nancy has been fabricating evidence of domestic violence, and now the divorce mediation is getting really messy.
Ugh, good grief. That's quite the situation.
She's been writing a diary claiming Jake emotionally abused her, using that as evidence. And she even got a doctor to write a report about injuries she sustained from falling down the stairs, framing it as abuse. She's been preparing all this just in case.
Throwing coffee at a lawyer during a meeting, and now this? That's beyond thick-skinned. She's on another level entirely.
I don't know what to do. Jake's already at odds with her. But if this goes badly for him...
Maybe you should try that.
What are you talking about?
Jesus Christ! How far are you planning to make me suffer?
Excuse me?
Don't play dumb. Because of what you said, things have turned completely against me. What's this about a DNA test? That was your idea, wasn't it?
It wasn't mine, actually. It came from the neighbor I mentioned. When you fabricated the abuse evidence to counter the claims of your affair, he suggested the DNA test to confirm the truth about your infidelity. And from what I heard, you were shocked by the results. Is that true?
I really believed the baby was Jake's. Sure, the timing was a little tricky, but I figured it had to be his.
So you knew there was a chance the baby wasn't his, but you went ahead pretending otherwise. And now the test proves the baby isn't his. With that, your divorce is pretty much a done deal. Plus, since you're at fault for cheating, you'll get no alimony, and he can likely get out of paying child support.
No way! I need that money.
You're the one at fault here. The outcome is exactly what you'd expect, isn't it? You're an adult. At some point, you need to take responsibility for the mess you've made. Life isn't a place where you can keep crying, why, and expect someone to hold your hand and explain everything. The world doesn't work that way.
Sorry to message you so late. Is this Nancy? I have something important to discuss.
Who's this?
I'm the person who found and protected your baby.
Protected? What are you talking about? She's at home.
How can you lie so easily? I saw everything. You left her at the playground.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I have no idea what you're talking about. Stop accusing me of things. Who the hell are you anyway?
Does it matter who I am? And don't bother saying you were just about to go back and get the baby. We both know you're currently out on a date with your new boyfriend, probably at a hotel.
How do you know that? That's so creepy. She's my baby and I can do whatever I want with her.
Even if it's your child, when someone sees a baby abandoned, it's their legal duty to act.
A legal duty? Don't tell me you called the police.
Yes, I did. Given the circumstances, it was clearly a case of suspected neglect. You claim the baby is yours to do as you please, but that's not how it works. Every life is equal and protected under the law. By treating her so carelessly, you've invited consequences. You should prepare yourself.
What the hell? How am I supposed to believe any of this when I don't even know who you are? I don't care who you think you are. Leave me alone. Stop acting all righteous. It's disgusting. Why are you doing this to me? What gives you the right? Fix it. Because of you, I'm going to get arrested. A warrant? It makes no sense at all.
It's not because of me. It's the result of your own actions. Maybe it's time you stop blaming others and face reality.
I'm not guilty and I'll get away with this. The police are useless anyway.
You shouldn't underestimate them.
Whatever.
They already know you're staying with your boyfriend's family in another city. I've passed along the information, and my former colleagues, who are quite competent, will surely find you.
Wait a second. Former colleagues? You're that neighbor of Liz, aren't you?
Yes, that's right.
You and your connection to former law enforcement are nothing but disasters to me. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be facing divorce and my comfortable, wealthy life wouldn't be falling apart. I'll never forget that you ruined everything.
That's ironic because I feel the same way about you. Liz may not be related to me by blood, but she's like family to me. She and even your newborn deserve better than someone who would endanger their lives. Nobody can ignore what you've done.
Oh my gosh. So you're just some acquaintance? You're not even a relative, so why are you meddling so much? Are you just out to destroy my life?
I'm just a lonely old man. I lost my wife and child in an accident and spent years feeling completely lost. A friend of mine noticed my despair and suggested I take up chess to distract myself. That friend was Liz's grandfather.
So?
Liz's mother was often busy, and Liz was just a little girl back then. I ended up spending a lot of time playing with her and looking out for her. If my son were alive, he'd be about her age, so naturally I began to see her as my own.
Still.
Thanks to her, I found a reason to keep going. I can never thank her enough for that. So if she's in trouble, of course I want to help her. Blood ties or not, she's incredibly important to me. She's like my own daughter. And for her sake, I've done what little I could to help her. That's all there is to it.
Even so, you've gone too far. Reporting me, finding out where I am, that's not normal.
You're free to think that. But what you've done is clearly unacceptable and against the law. You've hurt Liz and many others, and even put your own child at risk. Children are the future. They're precious. I can't just turn a blind eye when their lives are treated so carelessly. What I've done is simply to help justice take its course. If you find that strange, maybe it's your perspective that needs reconsidering.
This can't be happening. So you're telling me there's nowhere left for me to run?
All you can think about is running away. That's the real problem here. What you should be doing is taking responsibility for your actions.
Responsibility? Who decides that? I've lived my life my way, and now you're telling me it's all wrong? I won't accept that.
Your way of life has caused pain for everyone around you. As long as you continue to believe that only your happiness matters, you have no future. But you still have a chance. Whether you take it or lose it completely is up to you. If you stay on this path, though, you won't gain anything. You'll only end up losing everything.
No one has the right to decide that for me.
You're right. It's your decision to make. But remember this. If you don't make the right choice, no one will be there to help you. That's the harsh reality of this world.
Nancy was arrested in the end. Even during the trial, she refused to acknowledge the severity of her actions, instead playing the victim and crying hysterically. However, with all the evidence presented, she was held accountable under the law. Her criminal record meant she couldn't return to the type of job she wanted. I heard she tried working in nightlife, but even that didn't go well. Her inability to change her condescending attitude toward others only worsened her situation. She caused trouble by acting superior, hiding her past from customers and co-workers, and eventually lost her place there too. According to the last person who saw her, she looked worn out, walking as though carrying a heavy burden. Meanwhile, Jake has been slowly recovering. He has been visiting more often with the baby, spending time playing chess with Ken, which seems to help him heal emotionally. Ken has said he wants to repay the kindness he once received when he was at his lowest, and he's been a great support to Jake. Thanks to that, I've been seeing him smile more, and it's brought me some peace of mind too. Since Nancy left, our lives have become brighter and more peaceful. After all the pain we've endured, we're determined to move forward and focus on building a happy life for ourselves.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.